Shadowlands, bodies broken, vampire lord, souls taken. Strahd reigns, night eternal, hero's quest, love infernal, blood moon rises, screams in night, battle fierce, endless night. Never steel, heart of fire, vanquish doom, death inspire. Crimson sky, haunted cries, echo deep. Where hope dies, blood moon rises, screams unite, battle fierce, endless night. Silver steel, heart of fire, vanquish doom, death inspire. Blood moon rises, screams ignite, battle fierce, endless night.
Well, hello everyone. It is I, your boy Jotun Red Wolf, and we are back with our fantastic crew of happy adventurers. if the further venture into what we're supposed to get into is going to be happy. It is Curse of Strahd, after all. But for those of you who don't know, my name is Jotun Red Wolf, Viking VTuber. And we're here with Curse of Strahd and our group. So let me get them unmuted so that way we can hear what they're saying about me. Give me 1 second. Hello? Chat? Discord?
Hello?
Oh.
Hello! Let me go ahead and get the music going in our game, and then we can begin. So let's see. Where are we at? When we last left our heroes, who wants to do a session recap? Who remembers what happened last time? On the last episode of Dragon Ball Z.
I remember my character was deafened
Mm-hmm.
for a bit. She couldn't hear anything.
I remember there was some weasel play. I remember that.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
there was definitely some passing of the weasel.
We searched through the bag of holding they have.
Yeah, and you guys got a bunch of gold, and there were some items in there.
Yeah, weren't we going on that quest that we had to like stop some people but not just kill them?
Yeah, we had to convince them to leave the area because they've been like stealing food and stuff, and if we don't have them leave by sunrise, their wagons will get burned.
Yeah, we gotta
And we
take
got
care
like
of
a
some
wagon.
rowdy boys.
The rowdy rough boys. But yeah, that's
And I think we got up to their camp with our wagon when we left off.
yeah,
I'm
and
not
Oh, we got
positive.
gold too, didn't we? We got
Yes.
a lot of gold.
Yeah, the party fund, we have 1,123 gold.
that sounds about right. If you guys are doing your bookkeeping right, I'm not going to keep track of your gold, but I'm going to notice if it's like, hey, we've got 2 million in gold pieces. What should we spend it on? Where did you get that? It's not real. It's imaginary gold. But yeah, we're back with our wonderful players: Star Kitty, Austin, Goldie, Val, and Knight. We're gonna jump right into it. When we last left our heroes, they had just left the town of Brightwater, where they spoke with the Duchess, who ordered them to didn't really order them, more politely asked them to undertake a quest on behalf of her people. And in doing so, hopefully to find a peaceful resolution to what seems to be an ongoing problem. There we go. Can you guys hear that okay?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Yes, indeedy doodle.
I'm not hearing anything.
Check on Roll20 to see if you've got your
That might be the problem.
Aha.
but as
Okay, there it goes.
there you go. As the five of you crest the hill, the dense forest gives way to a clearing, revealing the Vistani camp nestled among the trees. The air is thick with the scent of wood smoke and roasting meat, mingling with the rich, earthy aroma of the surrounding forest. A circle of brightly colored wagons, each one painted with intricate patterns and symbols, forms the heart of the camp, their vibrant hues standing in stark contrast to the muted greens and browns of the wilderness. A dozen or so Vistani move about the camp, tending to fires, repairing wagons, and engaging in quiet conversation. Their clothes are as colorful as the wagons, a patchwork of reds, blues, and purples, accented with flashes of gold and silver. The low hum of conversation and the occasional burst of laughter drift through the air, adding to the camp's lively, almost festive atmosphere. But as your group approaches, the mood subtly shifts. Conversation's quiet, and a few of the Vistani glance your way, their expressions guarded. A tall, imposing figure steps forward from the shadows of one of the larger wagons. This man appears to be the captain of the caravan, and even from a distance, his presence commands respect. This man appears to be in his prime, broad-shouldered and confident stance, speaking of a life spent on the road, leading his people through countless trials. His dark blue coat, adorned with intricate gold and silver embroidery, billows slightly as he walks, adding an air of authority to his already formidable presence. His amber eyes, sharp and unyielding, take in your group with a gaze that is both assessing and unreadable. At his side, a young woman, Zara, his daughter, stands with a similar grace, her eyes reflecting her father's keen intelligence. Nearby, you spot a young man, very similar to the man in the blue coat himself, overseeing a group of 9 other Vistani. This young man's posture is more relaxed, but there's a restlessness to him, a sense of barely contained energy that makes you wonder what sort of mischief he might be up to. As you draw nearer, this captain of the wagon caravan steps forward, his hand resting lightly on the hilt of his scimitar at his side. His voice, deep and resonant, carries over the camp, silencing the remaining murmurs. "Ah, welcome, travelers. What brings you to our camp?" There's no hostility in his tone, but it's clear that he's a man who is not easily swayed or intimidated. The task set before you by Duchess Eleonora suddenly feels all the more daunting, the presence of this formidable leader and his people. So what do you do?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. My name is Araza, and these are my friends.
Hi.
Go ahead, friends, introduce yourselves.
My name's Jymbo. I am here to negotiate.
Negotiate? What is there to negotiate? Just who's going to get the next round of wine? And the camp starts erupting with laughter when at this small comment made. Come sit by the fire. Very, very cold out right now, yes?
I reckon I will. And Jymbo walks up and sits near the fire.
Ah, very good, very good. Someone pass him a skin of wine. And your friends, Araza? Is Araza, you say? What might you partake in? You look like someone who likes to tell a story or two.
Oh, yeah. I do like to recite poetry to myself and only myself, but yes, I will have some water.
Some water, okay. And he nudges his daughter, and the girl smirks and kind of like wanders off to one of the other wagons, and the other travelers in this group seem to continue to eye you all very warily, especially after Jymbo tossed out the word negotiate. So, your friends, you have Araza, you have Jymbo, and who are you? And he just kind of makes a motion to Grimm and Warren.
I'm Grimm, and I would go just like grab a flask of wine or ale and go sit by Jymbo.
A man after my own heart. He knows where the wine is. But welcome, Grimm, and you young man. Yes, very strong, very strapping. What brings you here? What can I get you?
Warren kind of gives like a curt nod, and he actually offers his hand in a handshake to him.
Oh, the man clasps his hand against your wrist and gives you one of those types of handshakes. He says, "Very, very good, young man. Oh, you are a strapping lad."
Well, if you can be one thing, be efficient.
Efficient?
Name's Warren.
Warren, yes. Where are my manners? My daughter should have kicked me in the shin for not saying my name. I am Ibrahim. Very, very nice to meet all of you. And he casts a glance past the group and takes a look at the red-scaled Dragonborn behind you. And here, someone who may share my namesake. My friend. And he kind of like pushes past the rest of you and makes his way towards Argon. And when he makes his way towards you, Argon, you see he opens his arms up as if he's going to hug you.
put a hand up. Say, yes, hello, nice to meet you. I'm trying to stop him from hugging me. I don't want to hug.
And he smiles. He says, not everybody likes to be touched. I understand. Traveling on the road, many things that we learn about other people. But you, my friend, please come into the camp. Have yourself a drink. And he motions to some of the other Vistani, and they start breaking out like casks of ale and crates of wine, and you're not quite sure, where they've acquired this food from. It might have been from their own personal stores. It might have been from what they've taken from people who were heading to Duchess Eleanora's lands. So, but who partakes in the wine?
I will partake.
Okay, Warren.
I do.
I say a sober healer is a good healer.
I hate to say this, but I gotta abstain. I've got vows I gotta keep and whatnot.
Listen, those who make you take the vows have to go to sleep sometime, yes? And he nudges you in the arm really firmly. But he does pass over a skin of water to both Araza and Jymbo. He says, but I understand. But please join us. Sit for a spell. I heard you mention something, Jymbo, about negotiate?
Yeah, I've heard that there's some trouble around these parts. Have you noticed anything? Like some ruffians causing some issues.
Some ruffians? Oh, goodness, no. Well, I could tell you one thing. If any ruffians decided to come into our camp, we would take very, very good care of them. And not in the way we're taking care of you. But ruffians, you say, is it dangerous around here?
I don't think it's dangerous per se, but I hear just because of the political climate, they might be cracking down on strangers, on people that aren't affiliated with the Duchess. So it might actually get pretty dangerous around here.
Oh, pretty dangerous, you say. Well, we ourselves are not fans of danger, but we manage to skirt around trouble a lot. And the whole group just erupts into laughter too. But so be forthcoming with me, my rabbit ears friend. What can we expect if there is trouble?
Well, do you know the plague that was going on in a village not too far from here?
I can't say that we have, no.
Well, there's actually a pretty bad disease going on, and I think between that and let's say the issues with the ruffians, I believe that there might be some military action taken.
Military? Wow. Seems very extreme for just a few ruffians, isn't it?
Well, people are having, they're up in arms about this disease. People are concerned. Honestly, if I were you, as travelers, I would probably leave this area. I mean, I know I'm going to.
And where will you go? Maybe we can go there too.
Perhaps. I mean, honestly, I don't know where I'm gonna go. I just stopped over to see a sick friend. I just kind of go where the wind leads me.
Oh, a fellow vagabond at heart. Oh, Jymbo, you really should decide to drink sometime. But I understand. But So tell me, you say that there are ruffians. Were you told what these ruffians look like? Do they are they big? Are they small? Do they smell like the inside of a cow's? Well, you know.
I'm not the most eloquent when it comes to speaking words and such. I wonder, is anyone able to kind of, describe the ruffians to him? And then Jymbo like motions that he's a little over his head.
Well, in all honesty, I don't remember the descriptions. All I was told is they're rough and they're inns. Yes.
They are rough and inns. Interesting.
And she looks over at Jymbo and she just kind of shrugs her shoulders.
Can I make a perception check to see if anyone in the camp is trying to steal anything from us or doing something? I just get weird vibes from them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Total is 20.
Total is 20. They don't seem to want to thieve from you, but you do notice that Ibrahim and his daughter and his son, while they're speaking to you, and some of the others of the camp are mulling about doing their basic tasks, like tending to their horses or their wagons. They are watching you guys very, very intently. And with a 20, you notice that some of them kind of have a predatory look about them. If they close their eyes, they might be missing something. So you do have that feeling that they might do that.
I know I've been talking to Ibrahim for a little bit. Can I roll an insight check to see maybe if he knows that we're here for them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I join in on that?
Yeah, you can assist. Yeah, you can assist. Absolutely.
That is a 14 plus 3, so a 17.
17. Okay.
I got a 17 plus 3 for 20.
Okay. The two of you together, yeah, they know that you're here for them. They absolutely know that you're here for them.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
No, come now. Is there still wine in those skins? Please tell me once they empty. I will make sure that they get refilled for you.
About those ruffians, I think we might be. I think they might be a little closer to you than you think.
Is that so?
Yeah, I get the feeling. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Are you saying that if a man were to look into a mirror, he would see what he's looking for, looking right back at him?
Whoa, now! I was implying that they might be camped somewhere near. Are you trying to tell me that you might suspect that you're the ruffians?
Are you telling me that you might suspect that I might suspect that you might suspect that I might suspect that they are the ruffians here?
I mean, I like twisty bread as much as the next fellow, but let me tell you, this is getting a little twisty here. So, are you the ruffians or not?
We've not roughed anybody up who didn't deserve it.
And what exactly would one do to deserve being roughed up?
Well, we share food, we share water, we share drink, and those who don't wish to share, well, shame on them. We send them away with a boot print on the seat of their pants.
So are you trying to say that you forcefully share with people?
No. Always consent.
I'm going to roll an insight check there.
Okay.
How many people are in this camp?
Total with
Roughly.
Ibrahim and everybody else, there's about 12. There's about a dozen or so in here.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a 12 plus 3, a 15.
Okay, and what are you trying to determine again, Jymbo?
I am trying to determine if he's being truthful about the fact that they don't necessarily rob and pillage.
Well, from your determination, he is being as truthful as he can be. That he doesn't believe that he's done any wrong.
Okay, that gives me a good idea of kind of how to proceed. I think. I mean, in the Jymbo fashion.
I'll ask him, do you plan on staying here for a long time, or are you going to be moving on?
No, you see, my friend, we have what's called the wanderlust. We like to go places, we like to see things, we like to experience things. And, you know, from what you say, if there are ruffians on the road and they are causing problems for other people, well, that doesn't seem like a place that someone would want to stay. However, there's a lot that we might want to continue to experience here. You know, a time or two, some more nights under the stars. I heard that there's some very, very, very good meals to be had on the road.
Warren, like during this conversation, Warren's been kind of nursing his wine skin.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of mentions to everybody, it's like, you know, a first impression is the lasting one. And while some of you may be having a good time, others might be not so agreeable on that.
Oh, are you saying you're not having a good time? Ah, that's right. The music is not loud enough. Come on! And he claps his hands, and some of the other Vistani start to they rummage in some of their wagons. They break out fiddles. They break out little the squeeze boxes, the pirate accordions, and they just start playing music.
Warren kind of slowly stands up. All right. I hate to be a poopy pants here, but you all might need to consider rearranging your plans temporarily. If you're as flexible as you say, you might want to consider just maybe packing it up for tonight. You know, we'll help you find greener pastures, but just want to give you a bit of a forewarning.
Oh, I see. And Ibrahim, he just kind of he taps his foot twice, and when he taps his foot, everyone stops. The music stops. Everyone just kind of stares, and all you hear is the crackling of the fire. And even in that moment where all you can hear is the crackling of the fire and maybe your own heartbeat in your ears, Ibrahim, he slowly stands up, and his hand goes to the hilt of his scimitar at his belt, and he says, well, we wouldn't want to be a bother, nor would we want to make anyone, how did you say, poop your pants?
Okay, I'm gonna be straight here. I'm done messing around. Army's gonna come and murder all you tomorrow, burn your wagons. They sent us here so we could solve this peacefully. I don't reckon I want to hurt anybody, and I like you folks. You folks seem like good people, but they have a very large army, and they have lots of torches. It's probably best if you leave. There's lots of better places than, being on fire.
I see. So you've come as like an angel. An angel of warning. Is that what you? Is that the word that you use in these lands or something like that?
I mean, I'm more of a rabbit, less of an angel, kind of a fairy, if you will use that vernacular.
I
But
think I will use that vernacular.
I'm mostly here because I don't like when things go sideways. And the way I see is 12 people in a bunch of wagons getting lit on fire, that strikes me the wrong way. So I'd rather that not happen to you folks. Now, you can heed my warning or not, but I'd rather you did.
But that sounds very, very kind of you. To be looking out for someone who's not a cousin, not a brother, but you've come here and you shared drink with us. You have yet to share any food with us, but we will share with you. And beyond this, we appreciate the warning. We understand that we are not welcome everywhere. We are barely welcomed back at home, but at least we can come and go freely as we please.
If and you need an escort to where you want to go, more hands means less work. I can help you gather food. I do like to do a little bit of fishing when I need to, both clear my head and get some victuals. So
Is that something that you are all willing to do? Are you willing to escort a poor group of vagabond travelers to where they're supposed to go, as long as we are seen safely there?
I mean, as long as this prevents tragedy, I'm willing to go with you. Like I said, I don't really have much of a place to go beside the monastery, and that place is kind of boring.
A monastery?
I've already done what I've needed to do out in these parts, and if a friend asks for help, you help them. That's how I was raised.
That's how we were raised too. Perhaps we are not so different. But what of your friends? And he kind of gives a slight nod to Araza, Grimm, and Argon. Do these two speak for all of you?
Oh no. As a follower of Milil, I love the music and would love to learn more.
We would love to
And
teach
also
you.
offer my services.
What instrument do you play?
Well, I'm more on the recitation part.
Ah, I see. Well, perhaps if you travel with us long enough, you might pick up a thing or two. The squeeze box is pretty easy. And he nudges another guy. Isn't that right, Makurio? And the guy kind of chuckles and he scoots in closer and starts like idly playing the squeeze box right next to you, Araza. And as he smiles, you see he's got this big gap tooth smile. He's missing like his first front 4 teeth. But
I do have to say, as long as it's an instrument that will not annoy my friends here.
no, there are plenty that do. There are plenty that can do that, and plenty that cannot do that. But we'll find something that suits you.
How are their wagons looking? Like, if they're expecting to, like, if we're gonna help travel with them, like, do their wagons look like they need a little bit of maintenance or upkeep?
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me, Warren.
I think the wine kind of inhibited me because I only got a 3 and then my die got stuck in the die tower.
Oh, perhaps you should have a seat, my friend. And Ibrahim walks over, gently puts his hands on your shoulders, Warren, and just kind of like gently sits you back down. We wouldn't want you to trip and get hurt.
It's one of the reasons I'm around.
But Grimm, Argon, hey, are the two of you going to travel with your friends, or are you going to return home?
We were told we had to get rid of the ruffians, and to help move the ruffians without having a military wipe them out, if that means we go and help move you, well, I'm just going to continue and fill out what the job that we were asked to do. So that means me going with you guys to help securely move you to a spot away from where you're being troubled, then so be it.
Well, perfect. And he kind of just leans over a little bit and just kind of like eyes the Dragonborn for a moment.
If this means that we can end this without bloodshed on either side, I'd gladly escort you to where you want to go.
Very good, very good. We'll leave before dawn. You see, a lot of us have already had plenty to drink, and we would need some time to get our wagons together, but I think we'll leave before there's any trouble. So you are all more than welcome to stay in our camp tonight, and we will set out first thing before the light. Does that sound good to all of you?
I reckon that sounds good to me.
That sounds fine to me.
All right, where can I
Perfect.
sleep?
And they motion to there's plenty of spaces on the ground that you guys can lay out upon. Actually, let me show you the little layout of the camp. So the way the camp's laid out is it's kind of like that. You know, you guys are sitting around near the fire. There's like a small like half ramp that's built, and then there's like a small half fence built around that. So you guys are kind of like in this area here, and there are all of their wagons that are kind of like skirted around with the animals and whatnot. But yeah. They say, any place under the stars you're more than welcome to. That's where we sleep, and it's quite comfortable.
It's always relaxing, sleeping under the stars.
Indeed, a very, very beautiful night. Also, you know, despite it all, it's quite a beautiful starlit night. And he looks up and he starts like pointing at some constellations. But he walks over and he opens up another bottle of wine. And he says, well, I won't let you go unentertained either. You know, we'll play plenty of music for you. We can sing, we can dance, whatever you choose to do, my friends. But here, allow me to show you a courtesy of our people. We don't wish to make an enemy of your Duchess, so let me regale you a tale, if I may.
Go ahead.
I'm always up for stories. What do you got?
And he walks over and he takes a long swig of this wine bottle, and as he approaches the fire, he spits the wine into the fire, and the flames themselves go from orange to green. As they dance and sway, you see that there's a dark shape that appears in the bonfire's core. We come from a land, an ancient one, whose name is long, long forgotten. A land of kings. Our enemies forced us from our homes, and now we wander the lost roads. The dark shape in the fire takes the form of a man being knocked from his horse, a spear piercing his side. Ibrahim continues. One night, a wounded soldier staggered into our camp. and collapsed. We nursed his terrible injury and quenched his thirst with wine. He survived. When we asked him who he was, he wouldn't say. All he wanted was to return home, but we were deep in the land of his enemies. We took him as one of our own and followed him back toward his homeland. His enemies hunted him. They said he was a prince, yet we didn't give him up, even if their assassins fell on us like wolves. Deep in the bonfire, you see the dark figure standing with a sword drawn, fighting off a host of shadowy shapes. This man of royal blood fought to protect us, and we protected him. We bore him safely to his home, and he thanked us. He said, "I owe you my life. Stay as long as you wish, leave when you choose, and know that you will always be safe here." The figure in the dancing fire vanishes. Its final foe then disperses in a cloud of smoke and embers. Ibrahim's face becomes a somber mask. A curse has befallen our noble prince, turning him into a tyrant. We alone have the power to leave his domain. We've traveled far and wide to find heroes such as yourselves to end our dread lord's curse and put his troubled soul to rest. Our leader, Madame Eva, knows all. Will you return to Barovia with us and speak with her? It would mean us the greatest honor for you to do so. To escort us safely back to a land where we are welcomed.
Well, I mean, I'm definitely willing. Like I said, Iggy's fine, and I don't really have much to do around here, so I'll escort. Yeah, I can't speak for the others.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat where you're from again?
We come from a land called Barovia.
Where is Barovia located?
Oh, it is just a little hop, skip, and a jump. It's easier for us to explain while we're on the road. I've had a little too much to drink, and I'm afraid I can't very well point it out on a map.
Can I roll a history check to see if I know of the place?
Yes, you can make a history check.
Can all of us make?
You
some
may.
Sort of
You may.
check?
What depending on what you're trying to determine is going to determine what kind of check you need to make. If you're trying to figure out if you've heard of the place before, it would be a knowledge history check. If you're trying to figure out if he's lying about the place, then obviously an insight check. But you just tell me the check you want to make and what you're trying to determine, and I can go from there.
I'm gonna make a history check to see if I've heard about Barovia in like stories, poems, or things like that that I've learned over the years.
And
I'll do the insight check to see if he's telling the truth to where he is from.
And I want to do a knowledge religion check because he did mention curses, and I wanted to see if I picked up any knowledge in the libraries of the monastery.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. And we'll go down the line with your checks there. So I know that Grimm wanted to attempt a check first, and then Araza. So we'll start with Grimm, and then we'll go to Araza and then Jymbo, and then if Warren or Argon wanted to try anything, just let me know. If you don't want to do anything, then that's okay. So Grimm, what was your result on your insight check?
It was 14.
14, and you're trying to determine if he's lying about it, or
Yeah, lying about it. If he's like, this is really where we're from, or is he just making up what I just threw out a name and hopefully you don't know it so I could lead you somewhere else.
No, that's a very fair that's a very fair thing to assume. He's being honest that they are from there, but them being wandering travelers, they don't tend to stay in some place for very long. So calling a place home, it's kind of, you know, wherever they park their wagon is home. But it seems they park their wagon frequently enough in this Barovia place, so that makes it more or less a stable home for them.
Okay.
All right, Araza.
I got a 12 for my history check to see if I've heard of this place in stories and
You have not. With a 12, you have not. You've heard of lands of curses and things of that nature, but you've never heard of this Barovia.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Jymbo, Warren, Argon, anything from you, or do you just nestle in with the rest of these travelers and prepare to leave in the morning?
My knowledge religion check was 9.
9. Nope.
9.
Yeah, you're like, curses sounds bad, and that's about as far as the thought went.
Yeah, curses sound pretty bad.
Curses are not so good. Curses are like one step, you know, like either above or below plagues, depending on, you know, which way you're holding the sign. So yeah, you're not sure. So the rest of you, anything?
Nope.
Okay.
I'd just like to do a quick constitution check just to see how I'm handling my drink.
Okay, feel free.
13.
13. You're feeling fine, Warren. This wine is more or less like, it's not party wine, it's like table wine. So, but they're drinking a lot of it, and you've only had a little bit of it, so it's not really like, it's not knocking you over. Let's put it that way. It's not knocking you over.
Can I make another perception check to just see what everyone's doing? See if they're just kind of calming down or if they're going to do something fishy to us.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to use one of my psychic dice to add to this.
Okay.
No. It's a total of 17.
17. You notice that a few of the Vistani have kind of like ducked away. It looks to be some of the ones that were handling some of the hitching of the horses to the wagons and things like that. But beyond that, they're not eyeing you with any suspicion, at least not anymore, especially not after you listen to Ibrahim's story.
Okay.
But as the five of you nestle in, and you know, food is passed around, there's sausage and eggs and various other meats that they pass around that have been cooked rather well over the fire. Spices that you've never tasted before, that they've garnished these dishes with. But they make sure that everyone's fed, and they make sure that everyone's very well taken care of. If you're drinking water, they give you water. If you're drinking wine, they give you more wine, but they never allow a belly to be empty before bedtime. So do you do anything before the night ends?
No, Jimbo's probably going to find a nice spot to lay down. I'm not going to, I'm going to keep my weapons close by, but that's about it.
Okay, very, very fair, very fair. Argon
I'll
and
find, like, a
Warren.
sec-
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna
was-
suggest, should we set up some sort of watch throughout the night? Because I mean, there's only 12 of them. You know, altogether we make less than 20, so we still want to make sure that we're not getting any surprise visitors.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I was also gonna say maybe we could have them see if we could get mostly packed up just in case the military army was like, screw what the Duchess said. We're gonna leave early to take care of them. That if need be, if we see the army, we could just take off real quick and still having to pack up.
Well, from what you can remember, Grimm, the Duchess didn't want to burn their wagons. She didn't want to send anybody to come up here and cause any form of irreparable violence against people on the road. You get the feeling that even though she might be forced to do that, she's probably going to give you guys enough time to handle things on your own and wait for you to report back whether you succeeded in doing so or didn't succeed in doing so. So based upon the determination of whether you return to her or not, or if the threats of banditry and whatnot continue and those rumors get back to her, you guys are fairly certain that everything will only progress in a negative way if she doesn't hear from you, or if bad news continues to carry on the wind. So it's safe to say it's like you guys can nestle in, and until bad things happen, the Duchess isn't going to intervene. She's going to let you guys handle it. After all, she is paying you to do it.
Okay. I'll tell our party, it's like, should maybe one or two of us, actually probably two of us, go and tell the Duchess, if we have time, we got this taken care of. They're going to be leaving because I think, if I remember correctly, she gave us some money up front, and after the job was done, we were going to get more money. And we could maybe go tell her that we solved the problem. They're going to be leaving. We could get paid, come back, and join you guys to escorting them.
I mean, I'm pretty quick. I could probably make it there and make it back while you guys are traveling.
Yeah, we do have a wagon too, so if we want, we could go a little faster with it.
Okay, so from what you guys are saying, you're going to go back and talk to the you're going to let the Duchess know the job is done, because from the sounds of things, these travelers are not going to wait around. They're going to leave before first light, as requested, and several of your party have agreed to escort them.
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe two of us go, let her know, get paid, and then come back. We might not sleep at the night, but then on the travel, we might be able to just rest in one of the wagons and get our sleep then.
Can I possibly, I don't know if this would be like a survival check, or can I do a check to determine if I could make it back to the Duchess and then kind of make my way to the caravan while they're traveling and meet back up with everyone?
Yeah, you can make a survival check. That would be a survival check.
Do we know how far it was that we traveled to get to the camp and how far away the Duchess would be? Or do we not really know that?
You guys left in the morning, and she had met you part way in Duvik's Pass. She met you part way in Duvik's Pass, and had spoken to you within the tap house there. When she mentioned the city of Brightwater, from where you are here, it's going to be another day or so's travel to the city of Brightwater, and that's with a wagon.
So I got a 14.
A 14. Jymbo, you wouldn't be able to run it. You could make it so far, but you wouldn't be able to make it there and back, and you're not sure how fast these wagons tend to go, or how fast these travelers are going to re-embark upon their journey.
What if we unhitch our horses from our wagon? We might be able to go faster without pulling a wagon on a horse or two.
You could, but again, you don't know how fast that these travelers happen to travel.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if we're going to be going to the Duchess line or know that they're going to be leaving, we could also talk to the camp and go, okay, we're sending 2 of our guys to go tell the Duchess that you're leaving, and then that'll mean that instead of having to leave before daylight, we could leave a little later, because she knows you're packing up and leaving. She's not going to rush in and try to take you out.
Okay,
And
so
that could give us a little more time.
Okay, so you're going to ask the Vistani caravan to stay, so that way
Instead of leaving at before first dawn, we could leave just after the sun's fully came up.
Okay.
Give us probably a couple more hours for our travel.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Duchess and back.
Absolutely, yeah, that would work. If you want to tell Ibrahim and the other travelers that that they should just stay for a little bit longer until you can give word to the Duchess that a peaceful solution has been come to.
Yeah, I think that would be the best, just because I'm thinking, let's say they leave, so something else bad happens, they're not looking for them, thinking they did another bad thing.
Right.
And then I think it would be 2 horses for a wagon, right? Or is it 1 horse per wagon?
It looks like with the smaller wagons, it's 1 horse per wagon. For some of their larger wagons, they've got 2 per, but even still,
yeah. And then it could be maybe Jymbo and I go take a horse each and go let the Duchess know and come back probably in time for everyone else to start leaving.
Okay.
And unless someone has a different idea.
Well, I mean, you're all kind of discussing this rather openly anyway, so.
Yeah.
All I can say is I'm not fast.
Well, again, if we ask them to wait, it's like, hey, we're going to relay the message that we've peacefully convinced them to go. We are going to escort them, actually. So it's just going to be a bit of back and forth.
How long does it take us to get to the town we're supposed to meet her at?
Even if you had a horse, it would take you about a day. It would take you about a day to get there.
A day there, a day back, so it's 2 days.
I feel like we should just leave.
Yeah. I thought it was quicker.
Yeah, I'm good with just leaving.
Yeah. I thought it would be a day for there and back, and then we won't be able to sleep, but get the message. I didn't realize. No, it'll take us 2 days to do everything.
Yeah, because it took you a little bit more than half a day to get from Duvik's Pass to here. But if you're going to go to where the Duchess is, who is probably no longer at her she's no longer in that town. She went back to her other town of Brightwater.
And Brightwater is probably further.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then we'll just take off.
What about does anybody Warren looks to Araza and who else looks like they do fancy schmancy spells?
In the party?
Is there? Yeah, I'm trying. Like I know Araza, and I think Grimm. I don't know about Argon.
I do
But-
psychic stuff, not magic.
Do any of you have any ability to send a message magically?
No. I'm more about preserving life and making sure everybody feels good and occasional radiant damage.
Occasional.
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 Oh, I have an idea too. If we could get like a big stick or a stake and like write a note to the Duchess saying we've left, headed out of town, and have like a little sorry for causing you trouble. They'll know that they left, and we could even write we went with them and all that, so the Duchess, if she sends someone out to take a look, they see, oh, they've left, it's all good.
Or does anybody in the camp have like homing pigeons or some sort of messenger bird or something?
Should we ask our new friends if they have something like that?
Should you ask your new friends if we have something like what?
A messenger bird.
Or some way to send a message to the Duchess, that way she gets the peaceful solution that she wanted. She was the one that wanted us to make sure that everything was okie dokie.
Ah, yes. Well, unfortunately, we do not know where this Duchess goes, and if we did have a carrier bird of some sort, like an owl or a raven, we don't know the lay of the land that well, and especially, even if you did that, how would you get paid?
Well, you see, this is where we run into the dilemma.
Argon's going to bed.
It's going to take us a day to get back to the Duchess and report back to her,
And then a day to get back here.
and then a day to get back here.
Well, let me assure you, once we get going, you'll be able to find your way back. I have no doubts that you'll be able to find your way back. So, if you can just get us into Barovia, and then you can return home, get all of the coin to fill your coffers, and, go on with your merry little lives.
Sounds good. I'm gonna get a nap. And Jymbo lays down and tries to get some sleep. He's done.
So Argon
Warren-
has gone to bed. Jimbo's gone to bed.
Warren's gonna head to bed too.
I'll find a good secluded vantage point that I could see everyone most people in camp and around, and I'll stay up for another hour or two, just making sure nothing bad's going on. Just kind of keep an eye on the place.
Okay. And Araza, what do you do, my friend?
Let's see. I'll probably stay up for about 2 hours before I go to bed, just to make sure nothing happens to Grimm.
Okay. Fair enough. Keeping an eye out for everybody. So as you nestle in for the night, the music in the camp continues for a little bit. It's not obtrusive sounds. It is kind of hushed. It brings itself to the dulcet tones of a lullaby every now and again. And for the first time in a while, you seem to be getting some decent rest, all of you. As you drift off to sleep, you think of friends, you think of family, you think of home. And before you know it, you wake up almost abruptly. And sorry, it's not wanting to cooperate with me. There we go. The five of you awaken, and you're surrounded by fog. You're surrounded by nothing. The camp itself, in which you stayed with the Vistani, is gone. The ground beneath you feels colder than usual. It feels like it's got a touch of the grave to it. As you get up to check your surroundings, see if there was anything that you might have missed, or a warning of some sort that if danger had approached, that you would have been given the ample time to react or act. But you weren't given any of that. The air around you remains cold. The fog around you seems thicker than any you've ever seen, or experienced, or felt. Argon, you're one of the first ones to wake up, seeing as you were one of the first ones to bed. You look around, and the area itself is not where you were before. Before there was a hill and trees and wagons, but now you don't even see tracks of where these wagons would have been. You don't see the same familiar trees. You don't even see where the Vistani had let their camp.
First thing I do is pinch myself.
You pinch yourself. It hurts only a little bit, but you are awake. This is not a dream.
So I immediately wake everybody else up, let them know what's going on.
Who do you wake up first?
Who's the closest to me right now?
Let's say Warren. Warren's the closest to you.
I'll wake Warren up then.
Warren, you're awoken.
Apparently we've been left behind.
Really now?
Seems that way.
They're gone, no tracks. Not even sure how we got here without waking up at all. We still have all our stuff, right?
You should probably check.
Yeah, I'm checking.
Yeah, I'm gonna check too before I wake the others.
Okay, so Warren and Argon, you're rummaging through your packs. You're making sure that everything is in its proper place. And as you're doing so, you don't do so very quietly, because, you know, it's a frantic situation. Were your things taken? Were they left behind? But Jymbo, your keen rabbit-like ears pick up the sound of someone rummaging through a pack almost directly next to you. What do you do?
Well, at that point, Jymbo springs up, hand on his sword, ready for combat, because he was kind of expecting maybe there would be some thievery. Can I do a perception check to kind of figure out the situation, I should say?
You don't need to make a perception check for this. You get up and you see what everybody else sees. You see thick fog. You notice that the ground beneath you is not what you had fallen asleep on. You don't see any signs of the Vistani camp.
Can I do I don't know, since I did a knowledge religion check earlier about curses, but now that we're in this weird situation, would I be able to do another one to see if I would remember anything like this?
I would say new day, new check. Go for it.
So did we all have a long rest or no?
Oh yes. Everybody got a long rest. Everyone was given a long rest during that time.
So that was 5. So curses are bad.
Yep. Again, curses are bad. Is this a curse? Well, you don't know.
Something's going on.
So
Are
do
we all
ever
awake?
stop?
It's just Jymbo, Warren, and Argon right now, unless someone else gets awoken.
Jymbo is going to wake up the other two, Araza and Grimm.
Okay.
You guys should probably wake up. I'm thinking we're not in we're not where we were anymore. I almost said we're not in Kansas anymore. Jymbo wouldn't say that.
Are you sure?
Oh, what's a Kansas?
What's a Kansas?
I'm from Fantasy Kansas. Kansas. Kansas.
Is there any flying buildings we gotta watch out for?
Yes, everyone roll for dexterity. A building is dropping out of the sky.
Oh no.
I'm not kidding. Everybody roll a
Does anyone
dexterity
have a
check. Everybody roll dexterity.
The saving throw?
Yes, dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
12.
12.
14.
11.
That's a 15, and I believe if I fail, I can add a d4 to it.
Okay. Who got below a 10?
I don't think anybody did.
I didn't.
Okay. As Jimbo's talking about, he doesn't mention Kansas, and as the joke of a flying building is mentioned, there you all happen to look up at the same time, and you see this spectral form of a stone and wooden framed building as it courses through the air, carried on some type of hellish wind, and it collides with the ground and erupts into more thick fog.
I reckon we probably shouldn't think of very much right now.
Jymbo, think of gold. Think of gold.
No thank you. Jymbo tries to empty his mind, as he learned when he was practicing swordplay when he was in the monastery, to think of absolutely nothing except for being there in the moment.
Grimm, as you're telling Jymbo to think of gold, you feel something in your palm. It's round. It's flat. It's wet.
I take a look at it.
You see a gold coin, one with the face of a man in profile. Seems to have a decently sized beard upon him, long hair, and the coin is stained with fresh blood.
Yeah, I think we should clear our mind. I don't think this is a good idea.
I mean, unless somebody wants to think of a way out of here.
Can I do a nature check to see if this is like natural or I'm feeling like it's a magical place, but I just want to make sure.
Okay, you could make a knowledge nature check to determine if it's natural or not. And while you're doing that, Araza, Argon, Warren, what are the three of you doing?
Araza's just confused, going, "Where are we?" What happened? Y'all just woke me up. Where are we?
Middle of nowhere from the looks of it.
Spooky magic fog.
Oh.
So we
What
do
happened
have
to
our
our new
stuff.
friends?
Yes, as you've gone through your stuff, Argon, you have everything. Nothing is missing. In fact, something was added.
I got a 18 on the nature check.
This is as natural as it comes. At least the fog is.
Looks natural around here.
Argon, as you're looking through your pack, you see next to your water skin or whatever container that you use to refresh yourself. There's another wine skin. Seems to be about half full. The lid precariously ajar, threatening to spill at any moment.
Yeah, I guess they left us a quote-unquote parting gift. Damn it.
I'll check my stuff if I got one of those too.
And Jymbo will as well.
Same.
Grimm, you check yours, and as much as you look around to find something similar to what Argon found in his pack, you don't have anything. However, every time that you rummage around, that same bloody coin comes back.
I got a coin that will just always appear in my hand.
Whenever you set it down, it seems like it's just appearing every now and again. You don't know how frequent it is. Jymbo, you're searching through your pack, and you find something a little unsettling. Probably very unsettling for you. You find a rabbit's foot. But it's not lucky. It's fresh.
I have a severed foot in my bag. I feel threatened.
Oh, what?
Maybe we should pick a direction or start moving. Maybe get through this fog.
I think before we move, we need to take a little time to just compose ourselves and then figure out which way to go as a group.
Okay. I'll take the gold coin and throw it into the fog and just see what happens if it just flies through the fog or if something else happens.
You throw the coin into the fog. It's gone.
The fog acted like just normal fog, nothing special about it.
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
You don't even hear the coin make contact with the ground. You just throw it, it disappears into the fog.
Check your pocket again.
I think it returns to my hand. Or does it return to a pocket?
Do you check?
Yeah.
It's not on your person. It's no longer on your person. It's gone.
Okay.
All right, which way do you guys want to go? Because at this point, might as well just pick a direction and start walking.
Jymbo is going to try something silly. He's gonna think of a way out. Not thinking of a way out, but literally thinking of an exit.
Are you thinking an exit like a door, or are you thinking
A pathway.
a path?
You tell us that you're going to be thinking of a pathway or no?
Nope, I'm just thinking.
Okay.
Jymbo, as you think about this, the fog begins to swirl around the five of you. It almost thickens, as if reaching in to strangle you, to suffocate you, to pull the very air from your lungs and replace it with this foul, tainted mist. And ahead of you, it parts. And you see a road. A road that wasn't there before, but it's there now.
So I just thought of a way out, a path out of here, and now there's a path there. I'm not saying that it's gonna take us out of here, but I'm not saying it's gonna take us out of here.
I'd say let's follow the path and you just keep thinking of a pathway out. And you just keep on thinking of that and we're just going to follow the path. I think that's our best option.
Does anyone have any of that holy magic, something radiant, like a radiant light, or anything like that? Because I'm getting the idea that this is some cursed fog. Because everyone knows curses are bad.
Oh yes, curses are very bad. At least what I've heard.
This is true.
You need some sort of light?
Specifically some holy light, if that's possible. I don't know if it is.
Did you forget that I'm the one that can heal?
No, I did not forget.
All right. Araza's gonna look around and she's going to. The only radiant spell she has prepared is Sacred Flame, so she's gonna cast Sacred Flame at the ground.
At the ground?
Yes.
Can you hold that, or?
Can you like hold?
Oh no. It's a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sacred Flame is a cantrip. But never mind, it says it on a creature, so. Do I see any creatures around us besides us?
Besides you, you see the left end haunch of a rabbit that Jymbo pulled out of his pack.
You want to cast a spell on this rabbit?
Sure. Go ahead and throw it into the fog and to where I can still see it, and we can test your theory on radiance.
Apparently Jymbo is going to toss the rabbit butt down the road.
Okay. You toss it down the road, it lands somewhere. You're able to see it just faintly. The fog chooses not to obscure it. It wants you to see it.
Ooh, okay. I will cast Sacred Flame at the rabbit haunch.
You cast Sacred Flame at the rabbit haunch, and it's enveloped in a brilliant, brilliant golden light for all of a second. But that brilliance becomes muted in almost an instant. It's a very dull color, as if all the life had been taken out of it, and only the faintest light remained. Like that of a night light getting ready to fizzle out.
Okay, fog bad. Let's stick to the path and get out of here.
It's a great idea. Oh, did I find anything in my pack after I searched it?
You search through your pack, and you have a quill, don't you?
Yes.
Well, you did have a quill. You check your pack. Every moment you're searching for it. Something that you've used to write down your own poems, your own little tales, your haikus. Whatever little limerick might have jumped into your head at the time in order to give honor and praise to your deity. But you find the remnants of the feather down below your pack, and you see that the quill itself has been broken. Not as if something had been placed on top of it, but as if it had been deliberately broken. Snapped in several places, rendered useless.
Raza drops to her knees and she picks up the feather and she just looks at it.
You hear it weep.
I know, my friend. We've written so many good things together.
The quill cries.
Does anyone else hear the crying quill, or is she just kind of talking to the broken quill?
Make a perception check.
Oh, she is talking out loud to her broken quill.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 10.
A 10. You don't hear the quill.
Can I make a perception check to see if I could see anything in the fog, like people, person, or fog's closing in on us, or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make a Can you make an Arcana check for me? Make an Arcana check for me, Grimm.
Oh boy. Ooh, that's a 4.
A 4. The fog doesn't seem to be any less thick, but the path ahead, it seems like you kind of test it yourself. Like, you take a few steps forward. You don't leave the group immediately, but you take a few steps forward. But as you do, you notice that the fog in the distance begins to lessen and reveal a little bit more of the path. A little bit more of the path.
I say let's just get out of here. Once we're out of the fog, we can regroup and figure out what's going on.
I second that.
Yeah, I say we follow this road. We should follow this road.
I
Warren
agree.
I was just gonna say, Warren's gonna go over to Araza and help her up and check on her at least.
Warren, you take a look at Araza's hands. It's cradling this broken quill that you can almost instantly determine that it holds a great significance to her. Araza, you look down at the quill as the tears start to stream from the tip of the quill, where ink once flowed, now only tears. Almost stagnant, salty water. Warren, you glance over and you see this quill bleeding. It's bleeding profusely into Araza's hands. Impossibly so.
Reckon quills normally don't do that.
They do not.
Raza,
Yes. Yes.
I don't mean to alarm you, but blood is coming out of your quill.
What do you mean?
Figured. Blood is oozing out of your quill. I don't think I've ever seen a quill do that. I doubt that's normal.
Well, I'd have put my blood, sweat, and tears into this quill to write my poems, my songs, so I could see that now that it's broken. But alas, this quill has been my bestest friend for years.
I hate to break this mournful moment, but maybe we should try to get out of this fog before I find like a rabbit's head, or like, I don't know, someone's sword starts bleeding. This is a bad situation.
Yeah, let's get out of here before we're the ones that are bleeding.
So do you gather yourselves up and continue?
Yes. I put
Yeah,
my
but-
quill,
Yeah,
my broken quill into my pack.
Okay.
and then we follow the yellow brick road.
The road itself is a long dirt path, barely traveled on by wagons, but you can see where the depressions in the mud and the dirt have led others up and down this road, this unfamiliar bit of territory, at least for you. The fog parts as if following you in a procession, because as you move forward, the fog fills in the gap behind you. It's an unwelcome friend, because there's no solace to be found in the fog. But it does seem to want to show you the way, to where you're not sure. And I think that's where we'll take a break, and we'll come back. So we will we'll part for, what do you think, guys? 5 minutes? Is that 5 minutes for everybody good to grab a snack, bathroom break, whatever you need to do?
Sounds good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So chat, we'll be back in roughly 5 minutes. I will go ahead and I'll mute our wonderful players here, and I can speak to all of y'all for a brief moment before we go to an actual intermission screen, because I have to talk to some people. So guys, players, feel free to depart the table and do what you need to do. But chat, hello. I hope that everyone's having a fantastic evening. I want to thank Caldonia and Druid for the raids. Thank you so much. The one named Sin, thank you for the 1 bit. What do you call a werewolf in plain sight? A there wolf. And for those of you who don't know, what do you mean, Alice? What do you mean, Alice? What's wait? Are they also seeing chat? Who? If they're in the chat itself, yes, they can see it. Yeah, if they're in the chat themselves, they can see it. We'll stop that music for now. But I'm going to go ahead and grab myself another drink. I'm going to grab myself a snack. And chat, I suggest that y'all do the same, because we'll be back in roughly 3 or so minutes. So please stick around, because there's plenty of more story to get lost in. And we're back. I think everyone can hear us. Go ahead and give us a quick sound off their players.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Olo. All right. Well, since we're back, let's get the creepy music back because I like this music.
It's really good.
So the five of you continue to travel. Again, the fog continues to part. And it's almost as if it's got you in a corral of sorts. You're given rein to walk a little farther out here and there. But you notice that if you go too far, the fog gets a little thicker. And it doesn't lighten up for you. You're able to see the trees lining the path, like a verdant archway made of old, decayed bark.
So, remember yesterday how our friends, quote unquote, were saying that they'd lead us to Barovia but wouldn't say where it is or how we were getting there? I'm pretty sure something's leading us there.
That definitely seems to be the case.
Yep.
Do you think it's the curse?
Oh, it's 100% the curse. I mean, nothing but bad things. Curse, for sure. Jymbo has no idea.
Jymbo is working on the assumption that if it's a bad thing, it's just automatically a curse.
Bad things are bad.
But not everything cursed is bad. Sometimes it could be a blessing.
It is.
You
Like
never
bleeding
know.
quills?
Did the coin ever return to me, or is it gone?
Do you check for it?
Yes.
It's not on your person. It's gone.
Okay. I think if you throw anything into the fog that you just got from here, it disappears.
Thank God, because I didn't want that, like, rabbit butt hanging around for too long. That was kind of creepy.
Just
Yeah.
a rabbit. So who's putting rabbit butts in packs? This is just weird. Am I being punked?
Warren, Argon, did you guys have anything strange in your packs?
I was checking my pack and Jymbo woke up, but I didn't notice anything strange to my knowledge.
No, everything was in its place. Your extra set of clothes, your rations, the folded up drawing that someone had done of you and Katrina, that was still in there. Hey, Warren.
Yeah.
How well did you check everything?
Well, I mean, Argon did just wake me up, so I might have still had a little bit of sleepies in my eye.
So, when you say that you checked everything, but didn't check it all the way, what do you think you should check?
My pockets?
Okay. Go ahead.
I do that, pocket pack that a lot of guys tend to do. Pat the front pockets.
The back pockets.
Back pockets.
You gotta pat the pockets on your shirt to make sure you didn't leave anything in there.
Nice deep pockets that all men's pants have.
Yes. Yes.
Don't be jealous of our garments. You pat down your pockets, and everything is in its right and proper place. Your extra set of clothes. Your rations. No.
In my pocket?
No. I'm giving a rough descriptor of everything that you've still got. Everything's there. Everything. Argon, you were asked the same question if you had found anything.
Oh, I showed them the thing that I found. It was another one of those I can't tell her what is it.
The wine skins.
That.
I think you should probably dump that because I have
sniff
an
it.
idea of what's gonna be in there.
Oh yeah, I think I know what's gonna be in there too.
I sniff it out of curiosity to see what's in there.
Smells like clean water.
I'll keep it then.
Okay, that was
Wait.
not what I thought it was gonna be.
I don't recall having a drawing of me and my sister. Or did I?
I don't know, did you?
I mean, Katarina is the more bougie out of the both of us sometimes. I'll take another gander at it.
You unfold this picture that was drawn long ago before your ma and pa. It's a picture of you and your sister. Very well sketched. All the details are there. Your awkward haircut, your farm boy build, the smudge that is Katarina's face.
Oh, now what?
Yeah, nothing out of place. Everything's there. You take a look at the
No.
picture. You take a look at the picture.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I don't ever recall there being any smudges on it.
That's funny. Looks okay in your mind. You shake away the thought and you still remember your sister. She doesn't look like a smudge. Never did, never will. Not to you, Warren. But the 5 of you continue on. The long, long road seems to never end. Every so often you'll take a step and you'll feel as if one of the stones in the ground has decided to wage war against the arch of your foot and jam up into it just to cause a little bit of discomfort, if not to warn you, but to keep you from thinking that you're dreaming. Where you are is a real place. It's not a land of dreams. Doesn't even seem to be a world of nightmares. Because the sky, despite there being sunlight, it's all muted, covered by clouds. It doesn't seem to shine directly upon anything. Everything is in a gruff tone of gravelly gray. Even the colors of this place assail your eyes. Everything's just so gloomy. If the sight of something could scratch at your retinas, it's trying to. So what did the 5 of you do?
You know, again, maybe something silly, but Jymbo is gonna summon every bit of willpower he has and just try to force this situation away from him, I guess.
You're forcing the situation away? How does that work?
Well, I'm trying to, like, use the power of positive suggestion. Actually, I'm trying to use my will to, like, get rid of this darkness and stuff. I think something is acting on my mind. I don't think, because my instincts keep telling me that this is certainly not a dream. It's not a nightmare. And yet, it really feels like one. So, Jymbo's a bit contrarian sometimes, so if someone's gonna tell him it's not this, he's going to say, no, it probably is that thing. So I'm gonna try to wake up.
Okay. Jymbo, you muster all of your willpower. You pull upon every fiber of your natural being to will yourself awake from whatever this dreamlike state is. And as you close your eyes, thinking, I'll close my eyes and I'll wake up and I'll be among the camp. I'll be among friends. Hell, you might be among family. You close your eyes. And in that brief moment of your eyes, your eyelids touching, that faint horizon before they gently kiss one another, a sharp pain jabs you just above your tail. And you're woken up.
Okay. What does that mean?
You're still here among everybody else.
Can I check to see what jabbed me in the tail?
Yeah,
Okay. I guess I'll do a perception check.
you don't need to. It was you all along.
Oh, I jabbed myself in the butt. Okay.
You woke yourself up.
Oh, I see. That does make sense. I did will myself awake. Well, I say we keep going forward because, I don't think I can use the power of positive thinking to get myself out of this situation, or any of you.
What if instead of thinking of a pathway out of here, we think of a pathway to someplace? Because it could be just a pathway out of here, but it's just going to lead us never-ending pathway out from where we were, and it's going to nowhere.
Yeah, because for a while it seems like you guys have walked for hours, and it doesn't seem like you've made any headway. The road just seems to continue on and on. Do you think of a place? Do you think of somewhere to go?
Barovia.
Where do you... Okay. Unless other people have a better idea where to go.
Well, if we're thinking of a place, I'd be thinking of home. Sort of.
Or at least some place to rest so we can gather our thoughts again.
You could maybe think of going, I can't remember what, to the Duchess.
All of these thoughts coalesce into one area, because as you are continuing to walk and consider your next moves, the road branches to the north, and it climbs a small rocky encampment, ending in a gatehouse built into a 20-foot high wall. And it seems to be reinforced every 50 feet or so with buttresses, and you notice that there is a settlement beyond the snow-dusted mountain spur. You see the tops of snow-covered pines and thin white wisps of smoke. There's a somber toll of a bell that comes from a stone abbey clinging to the mountainside high above this little settlement. The steady chime is inviting. A welcome change from the deathly silence and oppressive fog to which you've grown accustomed. It's hard to tell at this distance, but there seems to be a switchback road clinging to the cliffs that lead up from the walled settlement to the abbey.
Well, I mean, we made it somewhere. I say we go to the settlement.
Does anyone recognize this place?
Make a history check.
Yes, history check.
18.
10.
18. Go ahead.
I was gonna say 8. I have no memory of this place.
Okay.
2.
Jimbo's like, I don't know what this place is or why we're here, but it ain't good.
Jimbo's
pretty
just
sure this
rubbing
is
his
cursed.
butt.
he's like,
Rubbing his butt and saying his place is cursed.
this place hates butts.
Closes his eyes. I don't know where I am.
So you're not familiar with this place, but as you're taking in the sights of it, you see hanging above the signs, hanging above the little watchtowers, is a sign that says Krezk. Seems to be a quaint little village.
Oh, I know exactly where we're at. We're at Krezk. And I have no idea where that is.
Stated as obviously and as truthfully as you can. Believe that you're here.
Guess we just keep following the road.
Maybe there's someone in this town that we can ask where we're at exactly. I mean, besides Krezk.
So you continue upward?
I mean, Jymbo does.
Okay. For those who follow Jymbo, or just for Jymbo himself, the air grows colder as you approach. There are 2 square towers with peaked roofs that flank a stone archway which is set into a pair of 12-foot tall, iron-bound wooden doors. And again, carved into the arch above these doors is a name, Krezk. The walls that extend from the gatehouse are 20 feet high. Atop the parapet, you see 4 figures wearing fur hats and clutching spears. And they watch the 5 of you nervously.
Hello up there. My name is Jymbo, and we found ourselves here at this fun town, and I'm not quite sure where we are. Could you please tell me where we're at?
You're at Krezk. One of the guards
Knew
pipes
it.
up. Who are you? Where are you
It's
from?
located in what country?
Barovia. Where? Yeah, strangers here. And they kind of like mutter to one another, and then they just keep eyeing the 5 of you suspiciously.
We got lost in a fog and we just ended up here.
Lost in the fog. Everyone lost in the fog. Yes.
May we
Do
come
you-
in?
Say again. You're awful far away.
For entrance into your lovely city of Krezk.
Entrance. And then they mutter to one another. No strangers. No, don't know where you're from. No, talk to the burgomaster, but no. We're told no strangers. Are you at the winery?
We were traveling with a gentleman named Ibrahim.
Don't know him.
Do you still have that wine in the magic bag?
Yes.
How about we show him the magic bag wine? And we say
Sure.
that we're here from the winery.
I'll pull out the barrel of the nice fine wine.
What's that? What you got there?
Oh, we got the best wine from the winery. You know, the one down the road.
Oh, Wizard of Wines. Oh, they are from the winery. Hold on. And then they start muttering to one another, blah, 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 and then they scuttle off. And they leave 2 other guards up on the wall watching the 5 of you. And
I'll put the wine back in my bag.
and you hear the loud creaking and aching sound of the gates. Doesn't appear that they open them very often, but they open them up, and the 2 guards that were up on the wall, they walk back out with another man. This man, he's not dressed in regal finery, but he's dressed in an outfit of someone with authority. A fur-lined cloak, thick boots. He's very squat, and at first glance you might think he's a dwarf, but he stands just a little taller. His features not so broad, but as he approaches, he tips his hat to you. Says, "Oh, welcome. It's been so long since we've had the Wizards of the wine within our walls. You're not the usual courier, but..."
Oh, I'm sorry. We're new. I assume you're the burgomaster.
Yes, I am the burgomaster. Yes, my name is Dmitry Krezk. Very, very nice to meet you. Tell me, is this the newest vintage that you're bringing us? Because I do hate to say, our delivery of wines have been rather stagnant lately. We've not been getting many from your winery, and you don't. Again, very, very suspicious. You'll have to pardon my guards. We didn't expect travelers. We haven't seen them in a while.
Well, I can completely understand that. But yeah, this is the best vintage. We call this mine wine because, you know, the rhyming, it's cute.
Mine wine. Well, well, we sure would love to break open a cask and sample it for ourselves, but I would surely hate to keep my people waiting. How many wagons full have you brought us?
How much do we have?
We have 1 barrel, and we also have a barrel of ale. And that's it.
Unfortunately, because of the poor harvests, which is why you haven't seen us lately.
Oh, it's a
we
poor
only
harvest.
Have yeah, you know, the grape harvest. That's what you make wine out of, you see.
But my fine friend, of course I know how wine is made. I'm a very big connoisseur myself. But you mean to tell me that you've only brought us 1 cask?
I mean, we got ale too.
Well, this
mean,
cask
we could-
is a new one, so we're also just bringing 1 cask to see if you like it, and if you like it, we'll mass produce it. We don't want to make 50 barrels of our new wine, and then you don't like it, and then now we have 49 barrels of wine that no one wants.
Well, we've ordered several wagon loads of your finest vintages. We've yet to be disappointed with the Wizards of the Wine's winery. But what do you mean? What do you mean, my friends?
We came under new management, and we're just a messenger here, so we were told.
You mean to tell me the
bring this
Martikovs sold their family winery? Friends.
It's more of not a sold. They had some rough patches in the family, so they split the business, and so they told us we could give you 1 barrel of wine, barrel of ale, and because this is a brand new barrel and a flavor of wine, just take the 1. We're just the messengers here. I don't know. I don't get paid to ask too many questions or to get too much information from the guys. I'm told to bring the wine to you guys, and that's it.
You were told to bring the wine to us guys, and that's it, correct? That's what you're telling me.
Basically.
That's exactly what you're telling me. Those are the words. Those are the words you're using.
Yeah, basically. Not the best at speaking,
but
but
the burgomaster raises his hand, and his guards kind of like stand down, and he makes a slow approach. You hear his boots crunch in the light snow as he gets closer to the 5 of you, and he says, "Now let's cut the crap. Where are you from, and where is my damned wine?"
Well,
I'll pull the 1 barrel out of the bag and show it to him.
I'll walk up to the burgomaster and say, "Hello, good sir. Apologize for my friends. My name is Araza. Alwyn. We're not from around here.
I've
we got
noticed.
Lost in the fog and ended up here."
And you're posing as vineyard masters. You're posing as that's not a good way to introduce yourselves to the local populace of a place that you've become suddenly teleported to.
wait.
Got your
Who said
attention though,
anything
didn't it?
about teleportation?
And all I said was, we're the messengers and deliver. You never said we were a part of that winery. I just said we were deliverers.
When I asked you, you boldly stated that you brought your own vintage, that you brought us one barrel and wanted to see if we liked it because you were from
No.
down the road.
Well, yeah. Do you want to try it and see if you like it?
Listen, why don't we all just take a deep breath, and I'm going to ask a very big favor of you strangers, because I don't want us to get off on the wrong foot, and I don't want you to come to any harm here while you're visiting our town or our country. I'm going to do my very, very best to make sure that you're well looked after. So let me start again. My name is Dmitry Krezkov. I am the burgomaster of Krezk, and you are strangers here. Strangers with one barrel of wine to give as good faith.
And ale.
And ale. Very good. So, allow me to ask you something. You said you came and you were lost in the fog. Where did you come from?
Well, we were actually escorting a band of travelers, a small band of travelers, and their leader went by Ibrahim. Does that name ring a bell for you or any of your folk here?
You travel with Vistani?
I mean, we were gonna, and then we just woke up and we were in the fog.
They left you behind, is what you're saying.
No, I think they got us to where we were going. Because they were gonna take us here.
I see. Well, again, I don't wish any ill will upon you travelers, because ill will is all that is given here in Barovia, and I assure you that it is not safe out on the roads, and it is less than safe in inhospitable places where those have made enemies. So, I don't want to make an enemy of you, and you surely don't want to make an enemy of me. So, let's see if we can work something out here. I will forget that that any bluffing or deception was done on your parts. And in return, I will allow you within my city walls if you can secure the shipment from the Wizard of the Wine's winery. It has been very, very long since we've had their wines. You can leave this and your ale, but if you look into it, if you can retrieve it for us, I know myself and my very, very impatient townspeople will be more than grateful, and we will open our doors to you. We will give you food, we will give you shelter, we will give you provisions, we will give you things to keep you warm from this terrible, terrible cold. And he snaps his fingers, and two of the guards fetch some cloaks, and they pass them out to you. They are rather thick, like winterized coats, and he has them pass out 5 of them to you. I don't know where you hail from, and quite frankly, I guess it really doesn't matter, because I'm not sure how you're going to get home. Nobody truly leaves here.
How long did you say it's been since you've had a delivery from the Wizards of Wine?
It's been a few weeks.
Can we get a location then?
Absolutely. He motions to one of his men to fetch a map of some sort, or at least crudely scribble something for you. And he says, if you follow the southern road from here, and he points down the northern road that you had just walked up towards the gates, and he motions to the left, you'll follow it a little ways, and you'll see the dirt road that leads far, far down to the winery itself. The winery is not that far from here. Maybe a day or so's travel, but it's always so strange when we don't get our shipments. We pay, we give them all the gold, but seems to have just run out. But if you could look into it for me, see what you can get, maybe make a bargain or two with the owners, see if maybe they can throw in something extra for the time, I can make sure that we throw in something extra for your effort.
Alright. One last thing then. Can we get a letter written in your hand saying that you sent us to this place to get the wine then?
Absolutely. Give me one moment. And he ducks away and he goes back behind the gates, and the gate doors close behind him. After a while, he returns and he's got a seal, like a wax sealed letter, and he passes it directly off to you, Argon. Directly off to you.
All right.
You go ahead and you give this to the owner of the winery and let them know that while we are a little on edge for not having our usual shipments, that we have sent some very keen and some very able-bodied retrievers. And if you return with that wine, we will give you anything that you need while you are staying here at Krezk. Room, board, whatever you need. Because a happy villager is a satisfied villager.
How long does it take to get to the Wizards of the Wine from Krezk?
He tells you, give me one moment here, because I have it. He says, it's about a day or two travel. You'll follow the road, and you'll see it. It's off to the south. We don't make the trek ourselves because it's dangerous in the wilderness after dark. And he leans in really close. He says, there's rumors of things that go bump in the night. Werewolves, people say, but I don't believe them. The only thing that's truly out there are actual wolves. Those we've seen.
Can I do an insight check on him to make sure that everything he's saying is true?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh. I rolled a 1, and so I'm just gonna leave it at that. And so it's a total of 4.
You get the feeling that as long as you get him the wine, he's on the up and up. That's what you're getting from him.
Say I'll roll 2, just make sure we're not getting ripped off again.
Again, yeah, that's fair. Go ahead.
Let's say roll 14.
14? Yeah, and truthfully, as long as you're able to retrieve whatever shipment he was meant to have, then he will uphold his end of it as the most honest politician.
All right, I got one last question for him then. Do you sell powdered silver here?
Powdered silver? Do we sell it? He kind of shakes his head. He says, "No, we don't sell anything like that. Let me get you some." And he goes back into the gates. The gates close. He leaves you out here in the cold for a long, long time, and it almost spans periods where you think that he's not coming back, but then he comes back. And he brings back a small, it's almost like I'm trying to think of the size descriptor. It's about half of a baseball size pouch. And inside of it is powder. And when you peek inside, it is powdered silver.
If he's giving it to me for free, I'll take it.
Now, obviously, I would like you to return with my wine. Is that something that you can do for me, friends?
We'll get going now.
We can certainly try, but if what you're saying is out there is true, let's see if we can make it back.
Well,
Don't worry, we can handle ourselves.
well, not to sound too callous and crass, but better you than me.
That's understandable.
Womanize.
Can I do an insight check? I want to see if he's knowingly sending us into danger.
Go for it. I like how everyone's like, I don't trust this guy.
11. I mean,
11.
we were the ones that lied to him. He has more reason not to trust us. But we don't trust.
Is he knowingly sending you into danger? Yes. Anything outside of the walls of his city is dangerous.
Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, the wilderness is dangerous. So, Argon and Araza, the two of you are agreeing to do this. Warren, Grimm, Jymbo, are you all on board also?
Yep.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. You go back down the road, leaving a town that could offer you solace, safety, and warmth, in order to run another errand in which you have yet to get the full payment for. Part of you wonders if you're ever going to see home again and see that bit of coin. But in your own way, you have the remainder of the coin with you. You have all the gold you'd been given from the Duchess from before, the gold from the townspeople. None of that is missing. So you do at least have something to barter with if you do find a place in which you can resupply, restock, and what have you. But you venture far down the road, and night begins to fall. The fog is still slightly oppressive, but not so much. And Argon, I would like you to roll me a d20, please.
Okay.
Did the burgermaster take the barrel of wine and ale, or just a barrel of wine that I had out?
It's assumed that he took the barrel of wine that was out. It's assumed that he took the barrel of wine that was out, unless otherwise stated.
Rolled a 3.
Okay. A 3. You find yourself among a very gray, very dead copse of trees along the path. You feel the need to camp for the night. You can't continue on in this current condition. I need everyone to make a perception check for me, please.
$16.
19.
2.
5.
17.
Okay, who got above a 15?
I did.
I did.
Grimm, Araza, Jymbo, Warren, what did you get?
2.
2, and Argon did not get it.
Nope, I got a 5.
Okay. Very good. The air itself becomes thicker than the fog. And in moments, you feel the eyes of others upon you. And skirting out of the woods, you see these gaunt, hunched forms, purplish skin dragged tightly over oddly elongated bones. But shambling out of the woods are several undead creatures. They're gnawing upon bones, still very much picking them clean of the flesh and licking the blood from them. All right, so let me get everyone on the map. All right, let me know if you guys can move your tokens, please and thank you.
Yep, I can move.
Yep,
I can
too.
move.
All right, very good.
I can move.
I cannot.
Let's see.
Right now I can.
Okay, you can? Okay, good. I thought you could, but good to ask.
Well, the other icons that are on the screen there, they're making it kind of hard.
The other icons? I apologize. So what?
No, like the default ones when you log into Roll20, you see everybody's like
Oh,
player
okay,
stuff.
okay. I understand what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, I had to zoom out.
But
Yeah, they take up a good chunk of the map.
Yeah, I zoom out and I just stack them all in the corner.
so if you go into there's a setting. So you go over to the little cog over onto the side up at the top. And then if you go to audio and video and then go to the video display, you can check video or player video avatar size and put names only, and then it will drop all of that down out of the way.
Oh.
Oh, that's so much better.
Yeah, I've fumbled with this far too many times to like I don't like, it's not that I don't like seeing everyone's beautiful little profile pictures down there at the bottom, but at the same time it's like it's obtrusive, it's in the way, get out of here. So yeah, you can set it to just names only, so that way you can see more of the map and nothing is directly in your way. But I want to do initiatives. So we're going to start with Araza, work our way across. So Araza, Grimm, Jymbo, Warren, and Argon. So I'm going to go ahead and get the initiatives from you guys.
18.
Okay. Grimm?
11.
Okay. Jymbo.
17.
Ooh, very good. Warren.
18.
Wow. And then Argon got a nat 20 on initiative.
Congrats.
Would
Alright.
I be able to like hide before this combat started or no?
No.
Okay.
No, this is
Figured that as much.
yeah, this is the ghouls. They're coming out of the woods, and they smelled and saw you guys before you had an opportunity to really set up any strategy. So the order is, wow, we've got 3 18s in the initiative order. We've got the ghouls, we've got Araza, and we've got Warren. Who has the higher dex between Araza and Warren?
Warren probably does.
Warren, what's your dex mod, my friend?
12.
Yep.
Your dex score is 12, or your dex mod is 12? I asked for the mod and you tell me 12. That's crazy.
Numbers are hard! +1
Okay.
to my check.
All
Yeah,
right.
you beat my -1, so.
Okay. So all right. So we're gonna put Warren there, and then the ghouls. They also have a +1. So I'm gonna let Warren go, and then the ghouls, and then Araza, and then
Gotcha.
Jymbo, and then Grimm. So the order is Argon, Warren, the ghouls, Araza, Jymbo, and Grimm. So Argon, you are up first.
All right. Let's see. I'll move there. And I will take the dodge action.
Okay.
As far as I can get to them.
Okay, fantastic. That works. All right. Next up in the initiative is Warren.
I'm also gonna move forward a bit, so 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. And is that all you're gonna do? Is you just gonna move, or are you gonna do anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Next up after Warren is the ghouls. There are 8 ghouls. This one here is going to make its way down here. Argon, it is going to attack you. It has a +2 with its bite. 15.
That does not hit.
Okay, so it misses with its bite. Next up is this one here. It is also going to scramble this way, and it is going to attempt to claw at you. Its claw has a +4, and that is a 9. That misses. This one is going to scramble over here. Warren, this one is going to dash in and try to attack you. It is going to attack you with a claw. That is a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Deals 2d4. So you take 6 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 19.
19. Okay, you succeed. I think... Hold on. Knight, we're having a hard time hearing you. Chat says, I apologize. I know you're doing your best on your end. Yeah, I've got them turned up all the way in Discord chat.
Nobody hear me again?
Oh, we hear you now.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, I guess chat's having a hard time hearing. If anything, I can turn down the fight music, and maybe that'll help a little bit. I don't want to drown anybody out.
I don't know. Maybe I need to project a little bit more.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. You can't even hear the music. You can't. Stormy, hi. Refresh your thing because there's music playing. Refresh it, Stormy. Anyways, so you succeeded on your save, but you did take 6 points of slashing damage. And this one is going to move in. Same thing, Warren. That is an 18. Does an 18 hit you?
Yeah.
That is 8 points of slashing damage. I need you to make one more Constitution save for me, please.
A 24.
24. That still succeeds, so you are good. This one is going to go over here. This one is going to go over here. This one is going to go right there. But that being said, that ends the ghoul's turn. And that takes us to Araza.
All right. Araza's gonna move up 15 feet.
Okay.
Double check. Okay. And Araza's gonna cast Bless. It is a concentration spell up to a minute. Up to 3 creatures. So I'm going to choose 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
So you all get an extra d4 to your either your saving throw or your attack until the spell ends. Or I lose concentration.
So you gave it to Warren, Argon, and Grimm? Is that
Yes.
correct? Okay. I just got to know that I'm giving everybody little champion cups to represent the fact that you've been blessed. And that you said it's a concentration spell for up to a minute?
Yes, concentration up to a minute.
Okay.
And it's 1 action casting time.
Okay. And are you going to do anything else?
Let's see. It's an action for me to do like a medicine check to see how Warren's doing. Right?
Yes, but in this case, if you're willing to forego the rest of your movement, I'll allow you to do a quick medicine check, because you are specifically a healing you are a healing domain.
Yes, I am a life domain.
Yeah, so in this case, I'll let you do that one.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to do a heal check.
Go
Or a
for
medicine
it.
check. That is an 18.
An 18. Warren, out of total number of hit points, what does Araza see, like, in terms of like your little life bar above your head? Like, what's your total at?
I'm pretty much right at half. Half and a half.
Okay.
What's your max hit points?
28.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. But that is your turn then, Araza.
Yes, that is my turn.
All right. Up next, Jymbo.
Okie dokie.
Jymbo Slice.
Jymbo Slice, exactly. I'm gonna move to right there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5-foot step, 30,
Okay.
35.
Already? Now what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I was on push to talk. I'm gonna go ahead and strike the ghoul with my katana real quick, or my longsword, my fancy longsword.
Listen, if it is functionally a long sword but thematically a katana, I'm okay with that.
Excellent.
As long as you can wield it, that's all that matters. As long as you can wield it, it can look like whatever you really want it to be.
Okay, it's a magical girl one. No, I'm joking.
Okay,
That
so
was
from now on, it's a magical girl one. What's your total?
An 8.
8 total. An 8 total does not hit. Your number is 12. You need to hit an AC 12.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do an unarmed strike then.
Okay.
That is a natural 20.
Heck
Plus
yeah. Heck yeah. So max damage on the first dice. Feel free to roll the second dice.
Okie dokie. I mean, what second dice do I roll? Just
Whatever
damage.
your unarmed strike would be. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That looks like it is an 8.
An 8. Okay. So what's your total? What's your max on the die, and then whatever it is you rolled, you add that together, because critical hits are
Okay, so my max on the die is a D4.
okay.
So 4, and then I have a +3, but I'm assuming that's not added to the crit, right?
Well, it's added once. It's added once.
Okay. Okay, so 4 plus 4 plus 3, which would be what?
11.
Yep, there we go.
So
I'm math good.
You math great, friend. You math great.
Math is hard.
we play games with numbers, and we good with number. But 11 points of damage. Okay, fantastic. Anything else? It is still up. This ghoul is still up.
You know what? These are actually dangerous little creatures. So I'm gonna burn a key point.
Okay.
And I'm going to make 2 more unarmed strikes.
Okay, go ahead. Bust them up.
Okay. That is a 22 for
That
the
hit.
first one.
That hits. AC is 12.
Damage 4.
Okay. It is still up, so go ahead and make your other attack there.
11.
11 does not hit. AC is 12. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Don't you have advantage because of
Yeah.
flanking or
Oh,
no?
yeah, I have advantage on all of those things.
There you go.
Can I do my sword again, or are we just saying that missed? Let's say that missed.
Okay.
Okay, that's a natural 20.
Okay. All right, go for it.
Okay, so... Oh, it's 2d4. I counted it wrong. So it's actually max is 8.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're
I'm
all
done.
right. You're all right. Now, just for reference, I am not in the business of reminding you guys when you get your advantages in combat and things like that, because I have my monsters that will do the same thing. So that is for you guys to remember. If we go back and we retcon it, I'm okay with that. Like if we're like, hey, we have advantages on those, okay, but you have to remember that.
Hey, 14.
Okay.
So 14 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that is a dead ghoul. That ghoul is gone.
I mean, that was 2 crits.
It was, you know, if he could have outlasted 2 crits, that's a really strong goal. But no, good job, very good.
So Jymbo misses with his sword and proceeds to strike with his foot 3 times, missing 1 and hitting twice critically in the head, and the ghoul's head explodes like a pumpkin.
Well, that's what
You get
happens.
brains all over me.
No, thematically, it's just sprayed in other directions around you. But Jymbo did some pumpkin chunking and decided that that was how he was going to end his day. So, very good, Jymbo. Anything else that you can do, or is that your turn?
That should be my turn.
All right, wonderful. That brings us to Grimm.
Okay, I'll move up to here,
Okay.
and then I will attack him
Okay.
with my psychic blade. And it's a D4 with bless.
Yes.
Okay. 8. I got a 12 on the dot.
12 hits. AC is 12.
Okay. 3, then plus sneak attack. So 13 psychic damage
Okay.
on him. Still standing.
Yes, still standing.
I will attack the same creature again with my bonus action.
All right, awesome.
13. 13. 17.
17 points of damage.
Hit.
Oh, 17.
No,
Okay.
to hit. And then another 6 points of damage.
Okay. He's still up. He's still up.
Okay. That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. That'll bring us back to the top of the round with Argon. Argon, your turn.
All right, I will attack the one literally right next to me.
Alrighty.
17.
17 hits.
I guess I'll add a smite on that anyway. These things are undead, right?
Yes, they are.
All right. 3. So 14 altogether.
14 altogether. Let me double check something for me really quick. Okay. So 14 points of damage. It is still up. It is still up. It is not looking good, but it is still up.
Oh, that's my action, my bonus action. So yeah.
So you're gonna stay there. You're not gonna move or anything, or?
I'll move right here. I'm not out of its range, right?
Correct. As long as you're still within the adjacent squares, you're not out of its threatened range. So.
All right. Then yeah, that's all I'll do.
All right, Warren, you are up. You got 2 ghouls on you, and they have both hit you and have decided to be cheeky about it.
Well, I'll go ahead and try to hit this one right here.
Which one can you ping it?
And-
Can you ping it for me? I didn't see.
I thought I did. Hold on.
It didn't show up on my screen. I apologize. You can just tell me the one
How
up
do I-
top or the one beside you. All you gotta do is just like click on it and hold it. There you go. So you're going for this one?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
All right, and I get that nice little D4 from Araza.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
The lovely bless.
I doubt a 7 does anything.
A 7 does not hit. Target number is 12. You could action surge.
Yeah, I'm going to have to. I'll try again here.
Okay.
Oh. Right on the nose, 12.
Okay, fantastic.
And let me see. I can only use the D4 once, and that's it.
It's once
Like, just
it's
for
once it's once a
attacks?
turn. It's once a turn, or is it on
Right,
is it
right.
on everything? No, I think it's once a turn.
It
It's
just
for
says
saves
whenever,
and attacks.
it says whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends.
Okay, so yeah, you can still use it. You still get to use bless.
Right, so I can use it for my damage then.
It's not for damage. It's
no,
either
Or
just-
not for
just attacks and saving throws,
I
yep.
misinterpreted.
yeah, it's
Yep.
just attack or
Interpreted.
saving throws.
All right, so that's still 1d8 plus 3. That is 7 points of damage, but I'm also going to try menacing attack.
Okay.
I'm going to expend one of my superiority die. So I roll another d8, right?
Yes.
Because I
and-
get 4. So I'm going to just expend 1.
Okay. Now
And
that
they
die
have
gets
to
added to your
make-
damage. That die gets added to your damage. So make sure you roll
So
that
pretty much
die.
that's-
Yep.
Yep, that's 11. And the target has to make a wisdom saving throw DC 13.
Wisdom
And if it fails,
saving
it's
throw.
frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Okay. It has a +0 to its wisdom, and I rolled a 5. So that one is frightened of you.
Yep.
Make him a little scared.
And I look to his buddy and I say, "You're next."
Okay. Alrighty. And you're gonna stay there. You're not gonna move.
I am gonna move, but I'm gonna go. I'm actually gonna go over here, so I'm almost kind of flanking with Argon.
Okay, well, that one will get an attack of opportunity on you. Even though it's afraid, it's still going to swing at you. Because he hasn't had a chance to run away yet. So, +4 to hit. 14.
Oh yeah, that hits.
If you're afraid, is it disadvantage on attacks or no?
Actually, yeah, it is. 10. So it misses.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. So you move over there. You didn't move out of this one's threatened square, so you're still good. It is the ghoul's turn. And this one is going to move our way over here. This one is going to attack Argon. Let's settle that combat. So this one here is going to attack Argon. It has a +4 to hit with its claw. That is a 19 on the die for a total of 23.
Oh, it definitely hits.
2d4 claw, so 6 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save for me, please.
Okay, sorry, about to hit the wrong button. 11.
11.
Did you add your D4?
Oh yeah, that. Add the 2.
You succeed.
Oh, okay.
You succeed. The DC is 10.
Enough?
The DC is 10. Yeah. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. All right. So, but it does slash you for the damage.
6, right?
Yes. Yeah. And this one up here is going to attack Warren. That is a total of 12. 12 does not hit you, correct, Warren?
It meets.
It meets. Okay, so that does hit. Okay. Ooh. That is 7 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save for me, please.
And I can use that D4 with that still, right? For
Yes.
saves and...
Yes.
Okay, got it. 11.
11 is enough. You only need a DC 10. All right, so that leaves this ghoul here. We've got a couple ghouls that wanna have a party, so we're gonna move out and see what they can do. All right. And this one is just going to move in, and it is going to double down and try to attack Warren since it's moved in. So Warren, it's coming after you again because that's a nat 1. Okay, never mind. That one's not coming after you. He just decided to run in and say booga booga, and that was it. That's all he wanted to do. But that is all of the ghouls. That is all of the ghouls. So that gives us the opportunity to jump down to Araza. Araza, it is your turn, and Warren has been roughly ganged up on by a bunch of ghouls.
Yep. I've been watching. Let me see. The ghouls moving in totally changed what I was going to do. Alright, so I'm going to move over here to possibly flank with somebody. And I'm going to take a swing at this one with my mace.
Okay, go for it. The AC you need to hit is 12.
That's a 13.
That'll hit.
Sweet. 1d6 plus 1 for 5 points damage.
For 5 points?
5 points.
That'll do her. It's still up, though.
Okay. And then bonus action, I'm going to healing word at 2nd level
Okay.
onto Warren.
All right. Roll that roll that heal damage. Roll that heal damage.
2d4 plus 6.
I love healing domain clerics. They get so much.
12. You get 12 hit points back. I rolled 2 3s.
All right, Warren, you get
Thank
12
you
you get 12
kindly.
hit points.
Thank you
And
kindly.
is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. Jymbo, you are up.
Okay, so I'm going to flank that one there.
Okay.
So, oh, that's the wrong thing. 1 second. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and then 40.
Okay. Are you moving past this ghoul here in order to do that?
I'm actually 5 feet away from him.
Okay.
Went the long way around.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just double checking because otherwise you would have run straight past him and he's gonna swing at you. But okay.
Oh
go
no, it's the benefit of that 40 move speed.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm going to attack with my longsword first, and
Okay.
I remember I have advantage.
Aha, there you go.
Okay, so I'll roll twice. 13 and 18, so I definitely hit.
Yes.
Okay. The first attack does 4 damage,
Okay.
and then I'm going to follow up with an unarmed strike, which is a 14, so I hit.
That hits.
And that is also 4 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and burn a key point.
Okay.
Okay, so the first unarmed strike. That's a 6 or a 12. So that hits.
12 hits.
For 6 damage there, is it still standing?
It is.
Okay.
You gonna let him be, or are you gonna keep going?
I'm gonna use my last one.
Oh.
If he was, if he was down, I would have struck at the other.
Okay. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
And then that's a 7.
7 does not hit.
Oh no.
Oh,
It
7
was a
damage.
16 and 7 damage. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, now it is gone. It's gone now. It wasn't before, but it's gone now.
Jymbo bunny hops around the field, and then Pogo sticks onto the ghoul's head with his sword, and just kind of does a little like, you know how a cat when it grabs something that just kicks with its back feet.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Okay. Thematically, I like how that looks. It's very cinematic. Very Michael Bay of you to. All right, and is that your turn, Jymbo?
Yes.
Alrighty. That brings us to Grimm.
Yeah, I'll move over there and then attack the guy there. With advantage, I still just roll a d4 once.
Yes.
Okay.
You add the D4 to you add the D4
I got a
if you need
natural
it.
20.
Yep, there you go. Crit it up. So it's
Okay,
it's max damage on the on your regular damage, and then you just roll an additional die for your crit damage.
Does that also count for the sneak attack damage too?
Your sneak attack damage you'll roll twice. So no,
I
okay.
take,
Let me put it this way. So let me explain it one more time. Your regular damage is maximized. That includes the first sneak attack, the crit, Anything that is crit damage is rolled. So you get max base
Okay.
damage, and then everything else is rolled.
Okay, so
I get the feeling that this ghoul is not going to be standing much longer because sneak attacks are insane.
yeah. Yeah.
But that's okay. We don't want the ghouls here.
18.
You can actually sneak attack undead.
Yeah.
10.
Super rough in 3.5.
I know the undead had to have discernible anatomy, or you had to have a special feat to do it. I remember that. Oh my gosh.
33.
30. He's gone. he's just gone. You. How do you take that one out, Grimm? Go ahead and tell us how you take this one out, because it was actually overkill, but yeah, you did it.
I'll just come up right next from behind, grab the top of the head, and with the psychic blade, just remove the head from its lower body.
That works. That works. The head is severed rather easily. It's almost like it's like a hot scalpel through butter. So, is there anything else? Is there anything else you can do on your turn, or is that it?
On the bonus action, sure it's in range. Yeah, I will attack him.
Okay.
There you go. 16 to hit,
16 hits.
and 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay, it's still up. But 3 damage is still better than nothing.
Yeah.
Anything else, Grammar? Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. That brings us back to the top of the round. Argon.
All right, keep wheeling on the one next to me. 24.
24 hits.
10 damage.
10 damage. It is gone. That one is gone.
Nice. And then I guess I'll move over here.
Okay.
And I think that's all I'll do for now.
Okay. No bonus actions or anything, or you just...
No, that's it.
Okay. All right, Argon, you move over there, and that takes us to Warren.
All right. I'll go ahead and sidle on over here and help take out the one that Jymbo's been poking at.
Well, that was the one that Jymbo was poking at. This one here is not.
That's what am I not? Is it not pinging again for me?
Yeah, because this one here is already gone. The one that he bunny hopped onto, and decided that he was gonna buy some moon shoes from the '90s and hop on him. But yeah, that one there. Okay, go for it. Now you are not flanking because he is not. You don't have a friend right behind him. So if Jymbo was over one, then you'd be flanking.
Okay. Let me. I'm sure a 21 hits.
Oh, absolutely. Target number's 12. It's just the palindrome of that number. Go for it.
I'm also, well, I think I'm just gonna punch it. I don't want to take anything away from Jymbo there. So, let me see here. Um, 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Okay. Good damage. Good damage. It is not looking good. Do you do anything else? Any bonus actions? Any second wins or anything to heal yourself? Or I just toss
No,
out like the
I
base
am-
things that you guys can do. Like if I know that you're playing a paladin, hey, you got a bonus action, you want to smite, you got an action surge because you're a fighter. I'll give you that. that's the most I can remind you guys on your turns.
I already used my action surge,
Yep.
so that's gonna be it for my turn.
Okay. Because ending your turn brings us to the ghouls. And the ghouls are hungry, so they're going to start in on this. So starting off is going to be the one that you just punched. It's going to try to take a nice bite out of you. Its bite only has a +2, as opposed to the +4 for its claw. And I lost the die. Okay, that's fine. I didn't need that die anyway. I didn't want it anyway. That is a total of a 12. Does a 12 hit?
That does meet.
Oh no, why does this happen to me? 2d6. That is 11 points of damage as it sinks its teeth down into your shoulder. Next up is this one on Argon. It is also going to try to bite you, Argon. 13?
Nope.
13 misses, okay. And finally, this little fella here. It's going to scramble into here. Since it didn't leave Grimm's area, unless Grimm has Sentinel.
Nope.
But it runs over here, and it is going to try to claw at Araza. That is 19.
That hits.
7 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a concentration check.
That's the roll plus my con, correct?
Yes.
11.
11. You're fine. You still maintain your spell.
Sweet.
But I need you to make a Constitution save now to save against the after effect.
12.
Ooh, a 12. You needed a 10. You're fine. You are
Sweet.
not afflicted by whatever this ghoul has. So very good, but you still take the damage though.
But I maintain concentration.
Yes, you maintain concentration. The bless is still up. For those of you who are blessed, remember it is still up. After the ghouls, it is Araza's turn. Araza, there's a ghoul there, and it's gross, and it smells funny.
Can I flank at a diagonal? So like if I move here.
Yeah, if you go there, you can. Yes.
Sweet.
As long as someone is opposite where you are, then you get flanking. Otherwise, you do not get flanking.
All right. I'm gonna take a swing with the mace with advantage
Go for it.
because Grimm kind of scared me, and now I know why he's called Grimm. That's a 12 altogether.
12 altogether hits because its AC is 12.
D6 plus 1. 6 points of damage.
6 points? Okay, it is still up. This was a fresh ghoul when it ran over to come say hi, so... I mean, as fresh as a ghoul can be, I mean...
True. Let's see. Bonus action, I'm gonna cast Healing Word at first level again on Warren.
Okay, he's still within
1d4
range?
this time. Yeah.
Okay.
Its range is 60 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, Warren, you get a D4, she's gonna roll for you.
Ooh, max. That is 9 points 9 points back.
Okay. And after Araza, which I assume that's your turn.
Yes, that is my turn.
All right, Jymbo, you are up, my furry friend.
Yay. I'm going to do a 5-foot step, and then I'm going to swing the katana at that particular.
Okay.
And let's see. With advantage, of course.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's an 8. That's a 7. Oof. So I missed.
Yeah.
I am gonna follow it up with an unarmed strike.
Okay.
That's a 7. Wow, these are crappy. And that's a 10.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna burn that last key point.
I thought you burned it already.
Nah. I burned 2.
Oh, okay.
2.
Okay. But this is the last one. This is the last
This
one.
is it.
Okay.
This is it. Okay, that's a 15.
That
and
hits.
Let's see if I crit.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh no.
Nah, 15 and 11.
But a 15 hits. That's good.
6 points of damage for that.
Okay.
23, so that hits.
Yes.
And 4 points of damage.
That 4 points does it. You take out yet another ghoul.
Jymbo does a 5-foot step, slashes with his katana, completely misses, is off balance. While he is off balance, he kicks with his foot to get back on balance and accidentally just kills the ghoul.
Yeah, he just knobs the ghoul in the head with his foot and sends him scuttling across the ground. Very good. But you don't let other people know that. You don't tell them that it wasn't part of the plan. It's just part of the plan. That's all. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Well, that goes from Jymbo. Takes us to Grimm. Grimm, it is your turn, my friend. You are flanking with Araza.
I will attack the one that's right in front of me.
Go for it.
16 to hit.
16 to hit. Okay. That hits.
And then 11 points of damage.
11 points. Okay. That one is also gone.
Okay, then we'll take you there. I will use my bonus action to throw the dagger at that one.
At this guy trying to run away.
Yeah.
Okay.
8. 4. It's 12.
12 meets. So that hits.
5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. He's still up. He is still up.
Okay, then I will go 10, 15, 30. And I'll move up there.
Okay.
And that'll be
And
the end of my turn.
that's the end of your turn. Okay. Back to the top of the round. Argon.
All right, if I move diagonally, that would count as flanking, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna move right here, and then I'll attack.
Yeah, as long as you have an ally in a square, like the hopscotch one across from yours, then you get your flanking.
All right, 22.
22 hits.
Why do I keep rolling ones? God damn.
Oh no, those digital
Well,
dice
add
just
divine
hate you.
smite on
Yeah.
that. Lord. That's 3d8. 9.
9. Okay, all right. Well, actually, that takes that one out.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Very good. Very good.
So I moved, let's see, 5, 10, turn there.
Okay. From there, Warren, it is your turn. All of the other ghouls have fallen. The only one that's still left is the one that is frightened of you. What do you do? And it looks like it's trying to run away.
I think I'm just gonna let it run and
Okay.
kind of catch my breath.
That's fair. That's fair. So the ghoul, since it's frightened, has to try to stay away from you, but it didn't say anything about staying away from other people. It just can't be near you. And it's gonna go down. So he goes to like here, and then he runs over here, and he's going to try to get a slash in with his claws on Grimm. That is a 16.
Is it still disadvantage because of the fear, or?
Oh. I think it's disadvantage against the creature that it's. I'm double checking. While the source of its fear is within line of sight, so yes, it is a disadvantage. So.
Okay.
It's another 14.
Just hits.
Okay, so 8 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save for me, please.
— 17.
17. Okay, you save. But that is its turn, and that brings us to Araza. Araza, it is your turn. You notice that this ghoul that had been running away from Warren decided to swing its way back over and try to attack at Grimm.
Araza is going to cantrip Sacred Flame on it. Needs to make me a dexterity save, DC 12.
Dexterity, DC 12.
Yeah.
You would think that these ghouls are kind of dexterous because they get a +2. That's a 9.
3 points of radiant damage.
3? Okay.
3.
That's okay. 3 is decent. It's decent damage.
Yeah, well, that's how I roll.
See, I see what you did there. But that's do you do anything else, or is that your turn?
Yep, I'm moving up to check on Warren.
Okay, Warren looks tired. Warren's had a day. But back to it. So from Araza, Jymbo, it is your turn.
Yay. So I'm going to approach, obviously, the last school.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Unfortunately, I can't flank. But
Okay.
I can at least hit him.
That's fair.
Okay, so I'm going to strike with the katana first.
Okay, go ahead and bust him up there, Buttercup.
12.
12
I
hits. 12 hits.
13 points of damage.
Okay.
Damn.
That's I know I said this a lot. Already, but hey Jymbo, how do you want to do this one?
This one, I finally get to kill somebody with a sword. So he runs diagonally and does the very cool anime thing where he slices his sword and the ghoul, and then he turns and the ghoul just slides in half.
Okay, the ghoul doesn't even register that he's been bisected. He doesn't even register this, and he snarls at you, and he goes to lunge, and the force of his body, like leaning forward, his legs keep moving, but his torso doesn't, and it just kind of slumps and hits the ground as whatever was left of its unlife is no longer there. And that's combat. You guys managed to gather yourselves. You check the remaining area to ensure that no other ghouls are lurking in the trees. But things are looking a little rough. The fog continues to encroach along the outsides of the forest, giving you enough room to meander along the path should you need to. What do all of you do? You've got corpses of ghouls laying all over the place.
Gather them together and burn them, I say.
Yeah, we could gather them right there, burn them, and then we could make camp around it, because I think you said it's like very late.
Yes.
I'm going to use my channel divinity preserve life to give Warren back 15 hit points.
Okay.
Thank you,
Ooh,
much
can I start the
appreciated.
fire?
You want to start the fire? Go for it.
Oh, I figure I'll just breathe fire on them.
Okay.
That'll do.
Breathe
Before
fire.
you set them on fire, did they look like they have anything on them or no?
No. They had bones and stuff on them, but they didn't have like no. Well, let's see. I'll say that as you guys searched them, there was probably like a modicum of coins, maybe seven gold pieces total among the 8 ghouls. And actually, roll me a investigation check there, Grimm.
I'm going to use a psychic die. 4. Investigation, that's 7. Rolled terribly.
Seven total.
Yeah.
On one of the ghouls, given its state of decay, you really couldn't discern whether it was a male or female or whatever its gender might have been in life, but you find on its personage a cameo, one of the small little pieces of jewelry that depict an etching of someone's face upon it. You look at it and there's a stark familiarity to you as you look at it, but the thought kind of like fades away as it looks like faded and dirty, and you can't really tell much from it.
Okay. I'll just put that in the bag of holding.
Okay. As you burn the corpses, Argon, the smell is instantly atrocious. You know, the smell of rotting, decaying, undead. While it is, purity and flame, it's very, very disgusting.
It's like disgusting, wretched things.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like you're glad that they're gone, but now that smell is going to be with you for a minute. But given your background and your history, yeah, you're used to it. It's just here. It seems like it's a little bit stronger than before. Like it's stronger than anything you've encountered before. Let me put it that way. So what do the 5 of you do after Warren gets the up and atoms from Araza?
Anybody
I mean,
else
I know there
hurt?
were.
No, but I were we gonna make camp around these crackling corpses? 'Cause
I
it's
would
cold
say
outside.
that's. I mean, if you're okay with the smell, I don't know.
So you guys want to camp next to this lovely beacon of light that says, "Hey, we're here"?
I'd say hard no.
I mean, it's very cold.
It is very cold.
Yeah, it's,
We can at
Or we-
least move up a bit, at least away, like downwind or whatever, just
Okay.
so we're not smelling it.
Okay.
I agree with Warren.
Can I do something real quick then?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go to like the very edge of the forest, like not into the trees, but at the very edge of it, and I'm going to use divine sense to see if I can sense any more undead lurking in the shadows.
So you use your divine sense to see if you can pick up the
That's 60
presence
feet. That's as far as
presence
I
of
can
undead.
go.
You feel it for just a moment, Argon. You feel the presence of something. And almost as soon as you step into it, and it's there at the very precipice of your sense, it's gone. Almost as if it has taken a casual step backwards.
Let everybody know. I feel like something is watching us from the very edge of the forest. We might want to move further away from it.
I do think it might be safer if everything that comes out at dark is the more dangerous. If we're by a fire, it might keep the animals or stuff away because it's bright light. I think if you want to get away from the smell, we could maybe make camp over here. Or kind of using the fire as a little protection.
At least we should do a watch for tonight then.
Yeah, take turns taking watch.
Can I do like a survival check to like, I guess, make the fire as efficient at repelling monsters as possible? I don't know.
I mean, no, that's fair, because I know that some survivalists can like put up like a little barrier for their fires to draw away to keep animals from coming into their camps and things like that. So yeah, go ahead and make a survival check for me. That's fine.
While he
18?
does that, can I make
Oh, go ahead, Grimm. Sorry.
can I make another like a perception check just to make sure I don't see anything else looking at us or peering at us?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do we still have the D4 or is that long gone?
It's probably gone by now.
Yeah, it's probably gone by
already in
now.
it.
Figured.
I forgot to undo your happy little icons.
My blessing.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll be fine.
I got 24.
24. Give me 1 second here.
And actually, bless only works on attack and saving throws.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So what was your total again? One more time, Graham.
24.
Out in the darkness, you see two pinpricks of infernal red light. Almost as if solely focused on you for a moment, Grimm. And they don't move. They don't blink. And you're fully aware that something is watching you from the woods.
About how far away are they?
I want to say about 100 feet.
Okay, I'll let the party know that and kind of point them off to the direction that I see the two eyes staring at us. So they're aware of it for when they're on watch.
Okay. So you've all been informed that Argon senses something, and Grimm has seen something. So what do you do? Who's taking first watch?
I'll take first watch if nobody else wants to.
Was Jymbo able to make the fire more scary to animals?
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask for your survival check. I apologize, Jymbo.
Oh, that's fine. I rolled a 18.
18? Yeah, you're able to do it to fully deter animals.
Okay. I'm gonna take last watch because I can get my 4 hours of rest to get my key points back.
Okay.
To get my spells back, I need to either be first or last.
That's up to you. I can go middle, I guess, wherever I can get 4 hours. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I need at least 8 hours to get mine back, I believe. It's a tiefling.
Yes.
Oof. Well, then can we wait a little bit before we go to bed then? And I'll give you first watch.
Yeah.
I wanted to try making holy water.
Ah.
Oh, there you go.
The spell takes an hour, so that's why I asked for the powdered silver. Actually, I meant to ask you, with the spells that need like either money or the components, how do you do that? Do you just if I wanted to, could I just spend the money, or do I have to actually have the actual item?
So unless it's a very specific item, like a diamond for resurrection or a pearl for identify, when you are a caster and you tell me that you have a component pouch, then you have the components for your spells in your pouch. I'm not going to have you do the minimalist thing of I have to go into a cave and get bat guano for my fireball. No, you don't need to do that. But
I'm just making sure.
but if it's in an expensive component, then yes, you need it. You would need the diamond, you would need the pearl. But if you've got the other regents and things, as long as they're not an astronomical cost, you can have access to it.
All right. Then yeah, I'll just make some holy water. Then I'll go to bed.
Okay.
Actually, I was gonna use that weird, mysterious pouch of water. I was gonna use that to make the holy water.
Okay.
But it's a good use. Why not?
So the water in your pack, you go ahead and you make holy water, right?
Oh no, the other one that I got, the one that was left with me.
Oh, the one that you found in your pack with the lid part way off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just making sure. Okay.
Oh, I just realized I only need an hour to get my key points back. It's a short rest.
Yeah, so you can take your nap wherever you need to there, Jymbo.
Yeah, so I'll take whatever watch no one else wants.
There's 5 of us.
So someone can share watch, someone can not take a watch, someone can individually take watches, however they want to do it. I leave that up to you guys. I just need to know who's on first, who's on middle, and who's on last.
I figure Warren's gonna tap out of doing watch tonight.
That's probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Do
then who's
middle.
first?
How many hit points are you down, Warren?
I'm fully healed, but
Okay.
I do need to replenish some of my superiority
Gotcha.
and my action surge.
Was anybody else hurt during our fight? I still have some spell slots left for healing.
I'm a little down. I'm going to use my healing hands on myself to heal up 3 more. So I'm barely injured. But, like, I could take second watch or last watch, it doesn't matter to me.
So first watch would be me. Second watch would be
I'll
Grimm
do.
or
Yeah,
Jymbo?
I could do second.
Okay, I'll do last.
Then Argon is third.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Everyone who's on watch, starting with first watch, I need you to roll a d6 for me, please.
My turn, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 5.
A 5. Okay.
Mhm.
Is anyone else on watch with you?
No.
Okay. Everyone nestles in for the night. Everyone gets the opportunity to rest. Despite it all. Araza, you're settling in the camp, making sure that when you get the opportunity, you'll pray for your spells and hopefully make a firmer connection with your deity than what you've been able to since you've been here. And make a perception check for me, please.
Perception. That is a 13.
A 13. Okay. You're in the middle of reading or focusing on keeping your eyes from drooping in this environment, and you notice that there's a shadow dancing at the edge of the firelight. And in a few moments, you notice that the firelight seems to twist and dance, and as it does so, you see this figure enter the camp, the very unsettling grace. Slowly, surely, this figure gives a wide smile. His lips almost painted a very strange, unnatural red. He smiles and takes a look at you. And as he enters, his southern drawl is honeyed yet chilling, and the campfire light casts long shadows as he steps closer. "Oh, good evening to you," he says as he tips his hat slightly. "I do hope I'm not intruding. I thought I'd drop by for a spell. Such a lovely night after all, and, well, I couldn't resist the allure of such fine company." He sits down near the fire without waiting for an invitation, his presence immediately casting a heavy, ominous air over your camp. Every word, every glance is calculated, almost as if he's reminding you of his power, how easily he could probably crush someone if he wished. His gaze lingers a little too long on you, Araza. Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
16?
This man is such a trusted friend to you, Araza. He's to be heeded. He's to be protected. And he continues to smile. There's a deliberate curve to his lips that never reaches his eyes. "Oh, y'all seem a bit tense, my friend. no need to worry. I'm just here to talk. For now. He leans back, his hands steepled in front of him. He's watching you like a cat watches mice. The fire crackles, and the warmth does little to dispel the chill that his presence brings. It's clear he's fully aware of any discomfort he might have caused, but he's enjoying every second of it. As he smiles, he pats the seat next to him. Come sit, friend. And he motions for you to sit, Araza.
Please forgive my manners. Who are you?
Oh, how rude of me. It has been some time, hasn't it, my friend? Why, my name is Strahd. Count Strahd von Zarovich. I do hope that I have not kept y'all waiting.
Waiting for what?
No.
If you don't mind me asking.
Well, you came here, and my goodness, you've been here for so long, I hadn't had a proper chance to introduce myself.
So, you brought us here?
No, no, my dear, no. As you can see, if I were to have brought you here, you would have been a little bit closer to home. But I might say that I do have some friends that do some work for me from time to time. They are very well compensated, might I add. They tend to come and go as they please, and they bring me such delicious little treats.
Treats, you say?
Mm-hmm. Very delectable ones.
So, what is a proper gentleman like yourself doing out at this time of night?
Oh, sometimes I just like to take a stroll, that's all. Sometimes I tend to wait on my carriage, which is so sadly and sorely overdue. I don't know what I'm to do with my carriage driver. I might have to give him a little scolding and tell him he ain't gonna be getting much of a raise come the holiday.
So, Count Strahd, you said, correct?
Yes, indeed. Please, we can be on a first-name basis, my friend. Please, call me Strahd. And you are?
My name is Araza.
He holds out his hand to shake it.
I go over and I shake his hand.
He takes your hand, and he kisses it on the back.
I pull my hand back really fast.
Oh, no need to be shy, my dear. I understand. Sometimes it's a little much when you first come into Barovia, but tell you what, why don't, when you and your friends get properly settled in, how about y'all just make your way up to my castle over in Barovia? There's the village, and then there's the country, and, well, the country's a little less hospitable. But y'all can have dinner at my villa. How's that strike you?
Well, we're in the middle of a quest.
Oh, no.
An errand.
No worries. Listen, I've got nothing but time, my friend. Nothing but time. I can wait.
Out of character, the people in Krezk, they gave us a map, correct?
They gave you a vague drawing of a map, yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull out the vague drawing of the map and ask him, can you mark on here where your castle is located? And I will talk to my friends.
Oh, absolutely. Let me take a look here. And he fumbles around in his coat, and Araza, you see him pull out your quill from his coat. fully mended, fully fixed.
Where did you get that?
Ah, what, this old thing? Oh, I've had this for quite a spell. And he starts to scribble on the map. And after he does so, he's watching you. He's watching you as he's scribbling.
I'm watching the quill.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
That quill looks very familiar to me. It looks like the one that I had.
Oh, you had one just like this? Why, my
Yes.
stars! Well, tell you what. Here you go. And he finishes scribbling on the map, and he looks at it for a second. He says, "Oh, you know what? This chicken scratch ain't gonna do nothing." And he crumples up your map and throws it into the fire. And he hands you back your
How are we
quill.
supposed to find our way to the Wizards of Wine?
Oh, don't you worry. Just hold on a spell. And he reaches into his coat once more, and he pulls out a very detailed map of Barovia. You see lakes, you see roads, you see little villages and stuff dotted along there. Now, seeing as I'm giving you my only personable copy of this map, might I ask something of you, my friend?
Depends, but I'm open. My ears are open.
You see, I've been sitting here waiting on my carriage out here in the dark all by my lonesome, and, well, I'm a bit parched, and I could go for a drink.
I can create some water for you.
Oh, no, my dear. I need something with a little more substance to it, a little bit of blush to it, if you understand my meaning.
I am not understanding your meaning, good sir.
I need you, Araza, to make one more wisdom save for me, please.
Ooh, natural 20.
Natural.
24 total.
Natural 20. His charm is still upon you, but you can sense that he does not want wine or water or anything of that sort. What he's after is blood. I just need something with a little bit of flavor to it, that's all.
Who are you really? Or should I say, what are you really?
I am the land. Everything you see, everything the light doesn't touch is mine. And everything that the fog chooses not to consume is mine as well. Now, I've been nothing but gracious and cordial to y'all. I've given y'all the opportunity to stay here free of charge. And the least you can do is give me a little snack.
Snack are you looking for exactly?
Make a knowledge religion check for me.
15.
15. You can tell by his pallid skin, his reddened lips, the fiery glint in his eyes, that he is indeed a vampire. You don't need to ask that question of him. You can see it. And you can sense it. But he is beyond what a normal vampire is. And that much you can tell for certain. You won't even notice it's gone.
Notice what? So out of character, this whole conversation we're having, it doesn't wake up anybody else in the party.
No, everyone is still asleep. Everyone is still asleep, including Argon, who does have divine sense when it comes to undead.
Oh.
That's okay. Listen, I don't want to pressure y'all into doing something you don't want to do. So, I'll just take my leave. But don't forget, y'all are still welcome at the villa. I might not be as obligatory as I have been here. And he stands up and he gently dusts off his pants and he starts to slowly walk, and you see him deliberately walk past each of your sleeping party members. And as he gets to Warren, who's been freshly stained with blood and things of that nature, you hear him take a deep inhale, like a Farewell, Araza. I look forward to seeing y'all again. And as he says that, a dark carriage, painted midnight black, pulled by 2 black horses. No driver in sight. The carriage door opens to reveal a red velvet interior. And he slowly steps up into the carriage, gives you a tip of his hat, and leaves.
Somewhat safe travels. As I wave.
The carriage rides off. No words said, no sound of hooves or wheels. Just the crackling of your fire. And I think that's a decent place to end for the night.
Araza's standing there looking at the map.
It's extremely detailed. It's extremely detailed. And you see at the bottom a signature. It is marked CS.
Araza says out loud, I wonder if they'll actually believe me.
So friends, that's episode 2 of our Curse of Strahd campaign. I'd want to take the opportunity again to thank my players, Star Kitty, Austin, Goldie, Val, and Knight. Thank you so much for putting up with so much tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves.
It was awesome.
Yeah. A lot of fun.
Again, I've taken some slight creative liberties with the way that the characters are portrayed, but you know what? I like mine better. So
Wouldn't be a Joe campaign without it.
I know. Listen, I've run Curse of Strahd. This is the 6th time. I'm entitled to change something about someone in the game.
I did like the picture you chose for Strahd, so.
Oh yeah, he's kind of a weirdo. He's still a weirdo, but but yeah. So guys, thank you so much. I love running this game. I love having you guys at my table. Again, I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I'm looking forward to next week, which, are we still good for next week as far as we know? I just want to double check with everybody because I know that, was it on the 23rd that you had something, Austin?
Yes.
Okay.
23rd.
Okay. Is everybody still good for the 16th as far as we know?
Yep.
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 Yes.
All right.
As far as I know, yes.
Fantastic. So, what we're gonna do, friends, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna politely mute our Discord friends so that way I can finish talking to chat, and then I will get us rated out unless someone's got a suggestion, if they want to do anything, anything from there. So guys, feel free to talk to yourselves within the Discord call. If you have to depart, I understand. You don't have to stick around, but you can't stay here. No, it's fine. It's okay. But thank you guys so much. I hope that you have a fantastic evening. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to chat. I'm gonna mute the rest of you. So thank you. You're muted now. No one can hear you. Haha. I don't know if they can hear me. Zoom TV started some Jackbox games. Hey, you know what, chat? I'm really glad that you're enjoying this. I enjoy running this as much as I'm sure my players enjoy playing in it. And again, if you are looking, I don't have a fart thing. Hold on, no, that's the wrong thing. It's pro. That's that one. So guys, I do run campaigns professionally. I am a professional DM. I like to think that I'm very affordable for the cost, and it gets you a steady game on the day of the week in which we're scheduled for. So you only came in the end. I'm glad you liked it. We will be uploading the VOD this week. Hold on, let me see if I can show the new commercial. Hold on. I don't think I can get it pulled up in time here in Tilted, but tell you what, guys, look forward to a fantastic commercial starting next week. We're going to show it on Friday. I'm going to make them wait for it, Tilted, because then we'll be able to actually play it. So, but guys, I want to thank Alice. Alice, thank you for subscribing or resubbing with Prime. Caldonia, thank you for the raid. Druid, thank you for the raid. The one named Sin, thank you for the 1 bit. And Sky, thanks for redeeming first. Rock, thanks for redeeming second. This VOD will be uploaded on the YouTube channel. And you're saying thank you for the entertainment, but I don't know what I'm doing outside of the normal, like I'm not doing anything different than any other DM does. You know what I mean? So, let me link the thing here. So this is where you can find the VODs. You can find the 2 one-shots that I ran and whatnot. And Survivalist, I didn't ignore your message there. Have my one-shot ideas been coming together? Yes, they have. Yes, they have. But that is where you can find all of the VODs when they get uploaded. They're on Perception Checked. That is the name of the channel I'm making it for. Everyone's like, I'd listen to you read a phone book. What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? But seriously, thank you guys so much. I enjoy running D&D as much as my players enjoy playing in it. At least I hope so. So, in any case, we're gonna go ahead and read out. Let's see. There's a suggestion of Zoom TV. Let me. See here. Am I following Zoom TV? You know what? Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll drop in there. David, I'm so sorry you don't want the stream to end. I apologize, friend, but you know, these paid games, I am limited by the constraints of time and my players' attendance, and I don't want to keep them later than what they need to be. Normally I would do a later stream, so I don't want to keep them longer than what I need to. So yeah, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drop in on Zoom TV. Unless there's anyone else we can drop in on. No, you know, we're gonna drop in on Zoom. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. So friends, as per usual, Please be polite to the streamer about dropping on the mic, being able to something, man, able to strong away. I'm sure they'll do stuff they can when they can. If you like the streamer's content, please give them a follow. If you really like their content, give them a subscribe. You're not required to do either, but do remember follow is free. And to slow that down just a little bit, please be polite to the streamer we're about to drop in on. They might be in the middle of something and may not be able to respond to us right away. I'm sure they will get to us if they can, when they can. If you like the streamer's content, please give them a follow. If you really like their content, give them a subscribe. You're not required to do either, but do remember a follow is free. So we're going to raid out, guys. You can join us next week for Curse of Strahd, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm not going to be streaming Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday next week. I'm going to be out of town. So expect a stream from me Thursday at the earliest, but we will be back with Strahd on Friday. So until then, friends, please stay safe, eat well, stay hydrated, and I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.